Sonder. The realization that each random person is living a life as vivid and complex as your own.
Everybody, welcome to Sonder Sesh. Thank you for everybody who's supporting, everybody who's been following and keeping up. Or if you haven't got here yet, it's probably going to be a good episode and a bunch of good ones before. And today we have here a long time life neighbor. Been neighbor for a long time, and even though we're no longer neighbors, we're moving up in life. It will always be neighbors in our heart, right?
Yes, always. Again, we should be doing this pod on top of the mailbox.
Yeah. You didn't know, but
that's a spot to kick it as
The-
kids, right?
Yes, right in front of the house, chilling, playing
on
soccer.
my mailbox.
Yes.
Because theirs was round.
Yeah.
And
And it
mine
was-
was flat.
Yeah, I've always had that brick
Yeah.
mailbox. Okay.
Yeah.
And it had like a ledge, so I can climb up there because I'm 4'11", and so it was anything.
Oh, it did have a ledge. That's
It,
right.
yeah, it has a ledge, so I can like get up on there.
That's so funny.
So many good memories. But yeah, do I introduce myself?
Yep, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
Hi, I am Gabby, SFL's used to be neighbor and friend. You were my first friend that I made in Irving when we moved here.
Oh, because y'all came from Dallas.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate. Nah.
Dude, I remember we had so much fun playing at SFL's house. And
Guitar Hero.
yes, and I remember I left the sink on at my house. And I came over here to go play with SFL. And then my mom's like, why is the ceiling leaking?
Oh, I remember that. Very
Do you
vaguely.
remember?
Yes.
And I was like, I was having too much fun at the neighbor's house. And sorry, we just moved in here.
Yeah, I remember that. That was... Yeah, I remember that. I think my mom told me something about it. And I was like, I didn't leave it on.
It wasn't me.
Or she was like telling me or something. And I was just like, it's not me.
Yeah, my mom was real mad. My dad was also very mad.
Yeah.
So
That water
Their
damage
house
is real.
Their house is...
They're older. That
Their
water
house
damage
is
is
flooding, but from the second floor only.
hey, it's not. We're supposed to have been in a new house. There should not be any flooding
Yeah.
in the sink. That's not my fault,
What was in the sink to make it flood?
dude.
Like, did it
Okay,
just not drain
so
fast
the
enough,
family
or-
that used to live there, I guess the son in the room that I was staying in used to smoke cigarettes, and he would, I guess, put him like just. I guess it was secret, and so he would
you
just
just
dump
leave
it down the
Down the
drain,
drain.
and it would just stay there.
So
And
it
so,
was just clogged up with cigarette butts.
yes, yeah,
I bet that water smelled nasty, dude.
yeah.
I can't remember. Well, I wasn't there. I was just remember them rushing out.
Did you
And I was just like, what?
did you
happened?
get your ass beat afterwards, or like how? What happened when you got home? from
Okay,
having
so
fun?
my parents did not have to hit me. All they had to do was just be disappointed. And that like literally broke my heart. So I am the youngest of 4. And I have a older brother that has Down syndrome who is 10 years older. Then I have a 18-month difference with my sister, and then I have a twin brother. And so, we have a brother with special needs. We got a sister that had all the attention because she was a softball star. And then, Gabriel was also like really good at sports.
Yeah.
And so I would just observe, like I was the last one. So for me, I just observed what my siblings did, except for Joey. Joey was the golden child. But I watched what Gabriel and my sister did, and I just knew, okay, don't do that, and you won't get in trouble, and you won't get your ass beat. So my parent, their disappointment was enough. It was a punishment. I'm like, dang it, I never get in trouble, and the one time, it's like, so when I did get in trouble, like, again, this is where my anxiety formed. Like, even right now, I'm like anxious. I like feel it in my chest, like. In a previous pod, you were talking about like you don't feel anxiety. Yeah. Well, for me, it comes out in different ways. So like right now, I'm like a little nervous, and so I can like feel it in my throat. Mm-hmm. But if something traumatic is happening, I start like hyperventilating, and and I can't breathe, and I don't know if you were at my house the first time I ever had an anxiety attack. I just remember all the football guys were upstairs, and I came home from my best friend's house. Shout out to Bunky. because I had this pain in my chest and I didn't know what it was at the time. And I came home and it was just getting worse. And then I started thinking like, oh my God, I'm dying. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like it's starting to, it hurts to breathe. And so I remember like my parents were like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
So you take drugs?
Right. I was like 14 at the time. And so I remember like getting taken to the emergency room. And actually my parents went to the firehouse first down the street. The fire station?
Yeah.
Right across from Southwest?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went there first and they were like, take her to the ER. Like just drive her there.
Yeah.
And so I went and I just remember going through tests and then them saying like, I don't know, like they paired my anxiety with my weight at the time. And so I think that's where a lot of my body issues come from because it's like all internalized. And so that made me think like, okay, I must have anxiety because my body, like it's not, because I'm 4'11", I'm supposed to be whatever, 90 pounds, 110. I'm not your girl thick. So
Just a nice input. I was not ready. Nice though.
I'm not built that way. I'm a Latina thick girl. So, doctors always said, girl, you obese. And I'm like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is. I mean, I can't, it's genetics at this point. Cause have you looked at my mom?
Yeah, I mean, she lived
Exactly.
exactly.
She lived right next door. So,
I don't think I've ever seen your parents. And out of that whole time they did you live
Really?
there, I don't think I ever saw your parents.
dude, how? Cause my mom was always watering her plants.
Yeah.
And well, dad always came home late, but my mom's short too. And she got curves. And my dad is also, well, he's not that short. But
Yeah. He's not tall, but he's not like
Yeah.
short.
Like average height.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's average?
I don't know what is average height now.
I think here it's supposed to be like 5'10"
For men?
for men. Yeah.
Okay. I would think like 5'7", 5'8".
How tall
maybe.
are you?
I think I'm 6 foot even, or still like 6'1".
Dang. If I could just be an even 5, I'd be fine. But I'm
Average
4'11".
height for men is I was wrong, 5'6". Yeah.
I guess because we're sitting down, so you do not look 4'11". There's no way. Like,
I'm 4'11". So yeah, I don't know. I just anxiety, body issues. To me, I guess it was ingrained in my head that they're the same.
okay.
Especially if it happens so young. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
14. Like you're learning.
And I went through like I'm telling you that I really thought I was dying. Like every breath I took, it was like a knife in my lungs.
You had like a legit panic attack.
A legit panic attack.
Yeah.
I still don't know what caused it because where I was at the time, I was hanging with my best bud. Like why did, I just still don't understand why. But over the years I've had, I think like 4 or 5 more. After so other times, like at my graduation party, when I graduated from college, I had like 3 panic attacks in that one night because
Just thinking about what to do next in life, or
no, shit went down, like drama went down, and my husband's family and like my family was fighting with someone else, and it was really like I was like, what the hell? We're here for me.
Oh, your college graduation.
Yeah, my
Okay.
college graduation.
Yes. Okay, I remember this.
Yeah.
Kind of, but yes.
Yeah. And then like it just escalated. There was a lot of drinking going on. And I just remember sitting at the bar and a fight is breaking out and I'm like, what is happening? My niece is in the middle and there's another little baby that was in the middle and I'm like, what? And so I like was hyperventilating and then my dad called my brother and I'm like, why are you calling him? Because at the same time, he was having a birthday party like for my niece in California. And I'm like, why the hell are you calling him to talk to someone else? And so it was just a lot going. So that was like an emotional trauma because I was like, why? And then another time, it ties in with my emotions, I guess. When they're like when I'm in like really bad distress, my body just goes
It
into
kinda-
panic mode.
Which makes sense. Did they prescribe you medicine for anxiety, or how do you deal with
So
panic attack?
I never took medicine for it until the pandemic happened. I got married on Halloween 2019. Came back from the little mini moon, and at the time, I am a teacher. So at the time, I wasn't a teacher; I was an aide, but I was an aide in the behavior unit, and I had done that for a year and a half at that time. And at that time, we had a student that had been through every form of abuse. And so he was triggered really easily. And me and the teacher at the time, desks being thrown, you're getting bit, hit, kicked, every form of abuse that, this child could give out, he did. But what stuck with me was that he would be like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I know you guys are here to help me, but my brain, he would say, it's just my brain. I can't control it. And it would just break my heart. I would be standing at the door with a kickboxing mat, just blocking the door, preventing him from leaving, from just eloping out of the room. And I'm talking being in crisis mode for hours out of the day. And my teacher at the time, at the time as well, I was in my last semester of college taking 7 classes. And then, going through this emotional, physical abuse.
Classes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stress on you every day.
A lot. It was a lot. And so that was when I got on, I think it wasn't Lexapro, but it was a generic kind.
What is Lexapro?
It is
Enlighten us, donors.
it's a anti-anxiety meds.
Okay.
Or depression.
So
one of those.
Does it work like an antidepressant? Mm-hmm. Okay, it just suppresses that chemical reaction in your brain.
Yes, and it worked, dude. It worked. But some of the side effects I did not
That's
like.
what I was going to ask next.
Yeah.
What about the side effects, though?
Some of the side effects I did not like. It was not healthy for my relationship with my husband, because one of the side effects is I'm gonna get real because y'all need to know this, because one of the side effects of that drug was how do I word that, but basically it literally numbed you, so you could not have an orgasm during sex.
Oh, that sucks, yeah.
Literally I couldn't feel anything, nothing. And I didn't like that. Because, hello.
Yeah.
I mean, for men, I assume it's a lot easier to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
No comment.
But for women, it's harder. You just, you gotta
Facts.
You gotta learn the right stuff. You gotta know your partners, men.
Yeah.
Know your partners. Listen to what they want. And so I didn't like that because
Yeah.
I didn't like that. And at the time, then the pandemic happened. So it was I got married, got on Lexapro, and then, doing all these classes, and then the pandemic happened. So honestly, for me, getting shut down was a breath of fresh air. I know it was horrible. All the people that got sick died.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But being shut down really helped, at least for me, my mental health, because I got to do everything via Zoom. I got to do social skills via Zoom, because then my teacher had to take FMLA because the stress was just way too much for her. She was in grad school and, married, had a child who also was on the spectrum. So and then a move. And so she had a lot of stressors. And then we were also wanting to do the best that we can, for the student that we had. So we were trying to fight for him to get him an appropriate place setting, the setting. So it was it was a lot, but I did it. I graduated.
Slowing down time for you a little bit. You were able to control a lot more things
Yes.
during the pandemic,
Yes.
which is cool. I mean, the pandemic was pretty cool for us too.
Pros and cons for me, but
I mean,
I think we just found a way to make the most of it, honestly.
yeah. I mean, I always try to make the most of everything. So that's why most of the time my outlook of what we did is always positive. Because from the pandemic is when we started
A lot of it.
this in a way, but it was different. It was
Yeah.
more like
We had some
streaming
trials
video
and
games.
tribulations to go through, but
Yeah, but it got,
Which is cool.
Yeah.
That y'all got, you make mistakes, you make the corrections,
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like mistakes, but like, you work through things that didn't work out.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the
100%.
fact that we came back was pretty crazy because, like I said, this started different and it started amazing. Like, I'm talking about, like, we had friends in Japan who were,
Ooh.
like, in constant contact with us. People in England, Australia, all over the place. Like, people, and just wanted to be a part of whatever we were doing. And it was absolutely crazy.
Dude, that
we
is
didn't even
so
have
cool.
figured out what we
Yeah.
were doing.
And I like,
But we got supporters
Yeah.
worldwide.
We had
Yeah.
the vision, and we're like, "Oh crap!" Like,
we had a vision, and then I like to blame everything at that. Like, I didn't have COVID time anymore, but that's like the biggest excuse for me. It's like that's not what happened. Like,
Yeah.
I got too close to the sun and was extremely terrified that if I continued,
the story, kiddie.
I was going to let everyone down. And that's my thing. Is like,
Dude, that sounds like anxiety to me.
yeah, no. Well, I mean, I guess it might be like I didn't feel what you felt like in your neck and stuff. Like that's.
Dude, I
don't
feel it
know.
in my throat. I still
your
feel
throat,
it. Not
yeah.
that I don't feel uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but it's just
No,
I
it's
got a
just like
microphone.
it might be anxiety. I don't know, but like, I just don't like failing people. So I'll just be like, I'm gonna focus on work, and like nothing progressed. So in a way, everything kind of just stopped. But because everybody also had that same reasoning of things not going right, like COVID time. Nobody has COVID time. Like a lot of people didn't hit us up anymore, and if they did, I would just be like, I'm busy at work. Like,
Wait, what is COVID time?
So I can answer. Let me answer
go
real
ahead.
quick. So for me, COVID time was staying up to like 9-10 a.m. the next
okay.
day.
because everything was shut
Yeah,
down.
everything was shut down. I couldn't do anything. So it's like I'm up. I'm already a night owl, so it just got worse.
Yeah.
Literally every day, I'm up to the sun. I'm going to get breakfast before I went to sleep for the day. Like,
Yeah.
because why? I ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Just having that freedom. We didn't have work, so like I could be on Twitch all day if I wanted to.
Yeah, so
I can play the game all
most
day
of us,
if I
most of us
wanted
were
to.
off for at the time. Like I was furloughed, and he couldn't get gigs because he runs concerts and stuff. So like all that was
Yeah.
canceled.
Oh, yeah.
So our COVID time was like literally endless. Like we didn't have to wake up to know. We had no responsibilities.
Nothing.
Oh,
Just,
see, I'm over here
every
thinking
day
like
was
your job
literally-
gave you COVID time. Like,
No.
what's that?
So, yeah,
Nah,
Oh,
I wish.
your own, like what you did during
Before
COVID time.
people even started getting furloughed, I was already at home for like 3 weeks to a
Yeah.
month. Like I was part of that very first wave, and they were like, "Hold on,
Oh.
slow this down." All the gigs are counseling. Nobody's getting married anymore.
Yeah.
No venues could have too many people
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
So it was just
Dude, we
literally.
got lucky on that one. Yeah.
It was literally like just wake up, live your life, and I think that's kind of the mindset that helped us a lot too, because it was like we might as well just live and enjoy what we have. Like everybody can meet up, we'll do what we can do, and
Dude, see, and I literally cannot remember what I did during COVID time.
I remember.
I can't remember.
We did a lot. we went.
we were
we
playing
went
soccer
crazy.
every day. We were.
It was wild, but like we were like, that's when the whole project started, and like I said, I guess if you have heard Archives 1, which is that episode that you should be getting to next, this all started because of Jeff, like everything that happened
Yes.
with him. So
Dude, I remember that day.
yeah, it's crazy, but like because of that is why this started. Like I don't know how it feels to be depressed. Like my life has been phenomenal. Like I can't complain, and like I don't think I can ever really understand. So I feel like because I've never felt depression, or if maybe I have felt anxiety because I don't want to fail people, I haven't felt extreme anxiety.
Well-
So like because of that, I feel like I can't really help. So what's my way of helping? And it's just interviewing everyday people, because a lot of people go through that. Some people are like me where they don't, they don't feel anything. But then some people are like, I've gone through some stuff, So
Well, and don't, what's the word? you know, don't think that your feelings aren't valid
Oh, no,
just
for
because
sure,
you
for
haven't
sure.
felt what someone else has felt.
Yeah.
Because don't do that to yourself.
Oh,
You know,
no,
like
no. Yeah.
like you know, if you're not feeling a type of way, you know, if you're not feeling good, it is what you could do is like talk to someone. So like
Yeah.
you said, well, what can I do to help? Literally just listening.
Yeah.
And what I like to do when someone wants to like talk to me or rant to me, I ask them, "Are you wanting an ear,
Oh,
or are
yeah.
you wanting a solution?"
Somebody told me that too, and I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
"That's
great advice.
crazy."
Yeah.
Because like you know I guess the COVID time I got closer to my mom because we would go out for walks and stuff like with Joey, and I would I would talk to her, she would talk to me, but then it came to a point where I'm like, are you wanting like I guess I kept
Yeah.
giving her solutions, but then she
Yeah.
just kept complaining about the same thing, and I'm like, wait, I gave you a solution for that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you just want me to listen.
She's trying to vent.
Yeah, she's just trying to vent to me
Yeah,
because at the my brother's deployed or not deployed. Sorry, he's just restationed somewhere else.
Yeah.
My sister has her own life, and so I don't have any other responsibilities besides 2 dogs and a husband who can take care of himself and the dogs without me there. So I got to talk to her more, but I also do that with like my sister because I'm like, do you need an ear or do you need a solution?
Yeah.
But don't ask me for a solution and then
Disregard.
Yeah, 'cause,
don't
like-
ask for advice and throw it
Yeah.
out.
yeah, because like why? So then I have a habit of telling people, I just need you to listen, because my husband does that all the time. I'll rant to him about my day, and then he's trying to give me a solution. I'm like, dude, no, you can't help me with what I'm dealing with at
Yeah.
work. So like, you don't know nothing.
Just listen.
Just listen. Like, because men want to do that. They want to
Yeah.
find solutions for things. 'Cause y'all fix.
Mansplain.
She giving,
Y'all fix
she giving us
things.
more
You wanna
tips.
mansplain.
I hope y'all listening. She said we need to shut up and just listen sometimes.
Yeah, just ask your partner, like, what do you need? Do you need an ear, or do you need
Yeah.
a solution? Because again, that would solve
Yeah.
a lot of that
Yeah, because with me, it wasn't that like I didn't take my feelings valid. Like trust me, I know I matter. I know I'm
Yes,
very cocky.
King.
I wish
Yes.
I saw this smile
But
on this
the-
man. Just
No, but the main
Light skin
thing
red.
was like I wanted a better way to say it is I want people to know that there are other people that are also going through stuff.
Yeah.
Not the same, but your life ain't the only one. Shit, everyone else is. Hey, prices go up for my cereal $8 now, bro.
Dude, we were talking about
Yes, there you
cereal
go.
was $8.
the
My
look on
cereal, yup.
the look on his face.
And then what's funny? It's the cheap ones in the bag. The unnamed
No.
brand ones.
Not
yeah.
the all
No.
I'm talking about Dino Bites. $8.
No, not the Dino Bites, dude.
Exactly.
No,
I'm gonna need food stamps.
dude,
Government aid, please.
I hate this world. I hate it.
But I guess back to what I was saying is like, I think if somebody would have done this earlier, and a lot of people have done this, it's just like a lot of people like don't listen until it's like someone close to them. So it's like, I wish, my friend Jeff would have been here to hear this and see that everyone else was also going through stuff.
See, and that's hard
Yeah.
because when someone's depressed and
It's like
they're
yeah.
constantly like telling you what's wrong, and you try to give them a solution, but when you're at that point, sometimes
Yeah.
you don't want that
You
solution.
don't want it.
You don't want it. And so then it's hard to be around them.
It is
because they're like, it's like the dark cloud that's around them starts to come onto you. Like and then it's like you feel guilty about being happy about anything. Like you want to tell them.
I don't know if it was ever like that with me, but yes, there are people.
Like
that,
there's people that like. I had a friend. She like has like depression. There's always something wrong with her. And so she would talk to me and be like, "Oh well, this happened." Oh, but then she would like just give me a negative to it, and it's like, dude, like I get it, I get you're depressed, but
Yeah.
I don't. How do we go from
Yeah,
here?
with
You
me,
know?
yeah, with me it was a little different, where it wasn't just throwing negativity, but like it would be to the point to where we would be hanging out, and he would just like I would be talking to him and he'd be listening, but his eyes would be empty and he would just be looking past me. He wouldn't even be looking at me. And sometimes I'd be like, is he even listening? Like, he's to the point to where, like, there was nothing there. Like, he just looked past me. And I just remember it very vividly. We were at a campfire one time, and I was talking to him, and he was just, like, nodding his head and smiling and looking at me. But I can see in his eyes that he was just looking past me. Like, he wasn't even thinking about it. Like, it doesn't matter because I won't be here long type thing. And that was, like, and he was never negative.
Yeah.
Like, he was always wanted us to be happy.
I feel like that's the scariest part is because like I was about to say, every time I saw him, he always had a smile on his face.
Yeah.
He was hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
So I think Robin Williams was like that too.
Yeah.
You know, like even Jim Carrey talks about it, which King Jim Carrey talks a lot about mental health, and you know, it's always the funniest or, you know, seemingly happiest people that are like the most depressed. It's because it's like they're trying to not cover it, but they're just trying to.
And my input on that is, I think when you're in those shoes, when you're around those people, you're finally in like your actual happy place. So when you're there, you just want to absorb it and you just want to live in that moment and be happy because you're like, I'm finally away from the bullshit.
Yeah.
And I can be safe here. But those people know subconsciously in the back of their mind, like,
they're just gonna go
at the end of the day, I still got to go home. I got to go right back to the bullshit. So it's like I get that breath of freedom away from it for a while.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like a lot of people, it's like, why talk about it now or why even bring it up? Because like, I'm finally away. I can have some fun and enjoy my day right
tackle
now.
it because they don't want to ruin the.
They don't want to ruin the. Yeah, they want to come to the party and be the party pooper and bring everybody's mood down. It's like, let's just enjoy the day and then I'll deal with my shit when I got to deal with it.
They put that happy mask on.
Can't handle it, man. Like, you can go up to them and tell them, "Hey, I'm having a bad day," and they would just be like, "Oh." And they'll try to be there, but you know they're not good at that. Like, you're telling them what happened and why you're having a bad day or why you're going through it at the moment, and then they're just like frozen like a statue, and like they don't know how to like handle it, and then they're more depressed than you are now.
I think that hits the person harder too, because it's like, damn, I finally tried to like spill the beans or put it on the table, and now I just feel like dumb or rejected.
Like, you made them sad or not knowing what to do, and it kind of but I mean,
have y'all noticed that? Was that pre-pandemic or like?
I think that's just like. I think that's pre. I think that's just like a normal.
Wait, what?
Like just
human.
My cereal?
Like no. Yes, but also like those social skills, you know, that I don't know about you, but I know, like, you know, when I talk with you, it's natural, like, but for some reason when I meet new people, I am socially awkward now. Like, ever since the pandemic, like, you know, I was at home a lot. You know, I just had my husband who is also socially awkward, but can like be in a conversation with people and like don't even have to introduce him to anybody. Like, he's good once he's out. Being, you know, he'll spread his wings, but in person, he's like he's like that. Like, okay. Do something about it. Like, you know, like if you're having a bad day, okay, do something that makes you happy. I don't know what you want me to do. But I feel like my social skills are not there.
They're or not maybe at par with
like, or because in high school, people used to come and talk to me and ask me for advice. All the time. Or they would come to me. I was like the unofficial like counselor. And so I'm like, where did that side of me go? I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Like, I mean, so that's why I asked. Like, you know, I don't know, like
I
social
feel like,
skills.
I guess, because now that I work for the city, like, I talk to all sorts of people. Like, people just come up to a truck and be like, "Hey, what y'all doing?" And I'm like, "Get away!" Like, nah, I'll talk to them. But it's crazy because, yes, in a way, I do see that, like, after COVID, some people kind of forgot how to start a conversation,
especially with these children.
But there's also, during COVID, I see that a lot of people, all they want to do is start a conversation. Because, like, they'll just be like, "Hey," and they'll just talk and talk and talk and talk because they know that if another pandemic ever happens, they're not going to talk to anybody but the wall for, like, 6 months. So I've seen both sides where, like, yeah, some people get a little awkward or don't know how to pull up anymore, but I've also seen people who are like, I have to talk now because I don't know how long it's gonna last. So I've seen both.
I've always been introverted, so I've always been the dude that's like, I'll chill and talk, but like I'll stay quiet in the corner too. Like it doesn't. It's
Are
not
you
bothering
like
me to
so
sit in
you
the
have to
corner
come
not
to
say
me and
anything.
talk? Are you like that? Like kind of you know?
Mostly.
Oh, like somebody has to go up to him.
break
Yeah,
up the break the ice a little bit.
Mostly,
he's
'cause,
gotten
like,
better though.
It just depends on where I am in the situation.
Yeah.
But like in most places, yeah, I'm probably not gonna
Me,
initiate the
if I
conversation or
if I
say
even
something first.
feel a sliver of like just awkward tension, I will go and break it. Like I will break it. I've always been that person that
It's a
will
challenge.
try to. I will try to bring someone in. I don't like
Oh,
seeing
you mean
somebody.
that way.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
don't like seeing someone out in the group or just like out and like not talking. Like I'll try to include them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like
yeah.
I will always try to include because I know what it feels like. Not that it happened a lot. Well, it did a lot when I moved here. Like I felt really excluded from, because I was a new kid, and my twin brother was much more social.
Yeah.
Because I did not want to start at that elementary school. Because when we used to live in Oak Cliff, and school was almost over. We had like a week and a half left.
Oh yeah.
And so we moved to Irving, and we had a whole month left. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was almost done with school. And my mom sure did enroll us.
That's wild.
And I was like, so I guess first I was like, I don't want to meet anyone right now. I want to be at home in the new house with a 2-story, because we shared bedrooms, and we got our own rooms, or me and my sister did. We got our own rooms. And so I was like, I want to be in my room. I want to read a book. Like, I don't want to be here at school with these mean girls.
I think I'm a very approachable person though.
You are.
Usually, like if I am in the room not saying something, people always they'll just when I moved schools in middle school, I remember the first day on the bus stop, I was just standing there, and this kid named Bruno Phoebe walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, bro, you new? You go here? You go here now? What school you used to go?" He just comes up to me. I'm just sitting there with my headphones, and I'm just like, "Okay, cool."
That's me.
Like, oh,
Yeah, it's like, well, what's
that
up,
person.
Bruno? I'm
Yeah.
Vontae. Like, nice to meet you too. And then the conversation just goes. Yeah, all right. So I've always been, I think, people just they see me and they're like, "Yo, what's
you
up?"
have that
and I'm
vibe.
like, "Yo,
You have
what's
that
up?"
vibe.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, you gotten better though. I think the first interview we did, I don't know if you've noticed, but he starts to talk a lot more. The more interviews we start to do,
Yeah.
he starts asking more questions.
I be waiting for that juicy stuff.
At
That's
first,
why.
Yeah.
At first,
Hey, that last one I listened to, that was juicy.
oh, the tuna one.
Yeah.
But it was crazy
Tuna,
because,
shout out Tuna, crazy
Yeah.
motherfucker.
but it was literally, I think it was the first interview we were doing. He was like, "I'm just gonna be here and recording," and I was like,
I was
"No,
like, "I'm just gonna
I
do
was
this."
like, "Get a mic." And then he's like, "I'm not gonna say much," and I was like, "You'll find something to say. Like, get a mic." And then we got him a mic because at first he was like, "I'll just stay here and listen and be in the back," and I'm like, "Nah."
Nah, I've been listening to the pod, since Esfeld asked, and I'm like, no, I want to know what I want to know what he thinks.
See, it's crazy when I hear that from people. And I guess I come from a very toxic family. I don't think anybody in my family gives a fuck what I have to say. So in my mind, I'm like, people don't care they don't care about my opinion or my input. But then so many people tell me nah, bro, we like when you speak. And I'm like, what? Like, what am I saying that's important? Like, I ain't got nothing to talk about.
I don't know, because I guess I know Esfeld, so I'm like, I want to know what someone else thinks
That
too.
makes sense. That makes sense.
I want to ask something though.
Yo.
From hearing all the interviews, is there anything different, or am I still the same? From when we were
Dude,
in
you're still the
mailbox?
same. Still the same.
Still a piece of shit.
But I
He
need
was acting like a
no.
light-skinned
I
back
need you to
then, too.
say "shoe fly, don't bother me" on the pod. But you have to say it
Stupid
like
flies.
you have to say it like how you said it to me that first
I
time.
can't remember. I gotta remember. I gotta watch the video. It's like stupid idiots or something like that. Like it flies. There was some video I watched. I was just like idiots, and I'd swing like this.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes like shoot fly or something like
You're
that.
like "shoe fly, don't bother me."
Something like that.
I
got a little
The goofiness.
in me,
That's
you
what
know?
I'm saying.
Yes, it made me laugh, and I had him repeat it like
Boy
maybe
hit the
3 or
snap.
4
He
times.
hit the snap and put his hand on his hip. He said, "When I dip, you dip, we dip."
And we dipping low.
If y'all don't know about that reference, y'all either too young or you just not cultured enough. I'm sorry.
Oh, I remember the first time I felt old when a kid didn't know what Dr. Doolittle was. He was like, "Who's Dr. Doolittle?"
that
And I was
hurt.
like, "You don't know who Dr. Doolittle is?" Like not
That's a lot,
not the Robert Downey Jr. one.
Yeah.
either.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot
the
about that one.
original,
Yeah.
Eddie
the
Murphy.
We
original
don't even
Eddie
talk
Murphy.
about that one. Like,
Well, because like I guess that movie had like come
Yeah,
out
it
a couple
came out,
years,
yeah.
but they're like, I was like, "Oh, this movie's kind of like Dr. Doolittle," and they're like, "Who's Dr. Doolittle?" And I turned so fast, and I was like, "What?" That's the first time I ever felt old, and we're not old.
I think I feel it every day now. There's always something I'm just like, nah, bro. Like these jits, if they call themselves now, they out of control. Like,
Dude, I'm a teacher now. I don't feel cool anymore.
what grade do you teach?
So I teach special education life skills.
So it's like your ranges.
So I teach kindergarten through 5th grade,
Okay.
depending on the students, like
Okay.
what grade they're in. But I mean, my kids are the coolest. But like, I have like siblings come, or at my school, not to toot my own horn, but I kind of have like the coolest classroom because I have like string lights everywhere.
Nice.
And I have Zero from The Nightmare Before Christmas, like
Yeah, the little dog, right?
yeah, the ghost dog on the outside of my classroom. And like for Christmas, I did a whole Jack Skellington thing. All the other teachers are doing basic like snow globes and
That random polar bear with
You
the
gingerbread
quote.
houses, and I did
Or
The
the
Nightmare
penguins?
Before
You're
Christmas.
the true hero.
I'm trying to
Respect.
teach these kids, yes. And
You
so
gotta do Dr. Doolittle.
yeah,
Those
not,
movie days for real.
dude, I'm trying to teach them music too.
Not the recorders though, right?
No,
Oh, thank
no,
God,
just
bro. Those recorders
no.
are
I literally,
terrible.
I
I'm gonna
have,
spit my water
I have
out.
a classroom playlist and that I play every
I had that
morning, and I'm
see-through
like,
blue
y'all need to know this song. You need to know All Star is. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
yeah. You need to know who Smash Mouth is. I made a bulletin board
Do they know
with
Shrek?
Shrek.
Okay.
Yes, with Shrek.
Shrek is
And-
love, dude.
Big old Shrek with his outhouse and the trees, and it says, "Hey, now you're a rock star
Nice.
in life." So it's kind of like a play
That's
on
cool, though.
my class and
Yeah.
also in life, like
Yeah.
in general. So
That's really cool.
I try to be the cool teacher, but a lot of kids come up to me in the morning and they'll say hi, but then some of the stuff they say, I'm like, "What are you saying?" I don't get that reference.
Their lingo.
Yeah, and I'm
Their
like,
TikTok
dang.
lingos.
TikTok and Fortnite.
Dude, Fortnite. Like, I have a kid that hey, Miss P, like, blah, 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 Fortnite. And I'm like, okay, dude, I don't care. I don't play Fortnite. You want to talk to me about Poppy Playtime? Okay.
Oh man.
Dude, I saw a video. Mad Vlad on YouTube. Cameron, my husband, watches it. But I saw him do what do they...
Poppy playtime.
Yeah, what is it called though?
Like a playthrough.
Yeah, he did a playthrough and it was so funny. But I'm like, no, don't be talking about Poppy Playtime. I know what that is. It's too scary because they'll try to play it on YouTube in my class. I'm like, no. Hey Siri, play Poppy Playtime. I'm like, no, no.
Imagine being in class being able to even have that capability.
Sorry.
Dude,
I'll be a degenerate in
it's
classroom with Siri.
It's my nonverbal kid too, like saying, "Hey Siri," like he's working on it, and I'm like, no, Poppy Playtime. That's so scary for you guys. I don't know how,
Yeah, you're watching it.
but I do enjoy that one YouTuber, Mad Vlad or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that is.
And I
It's
never heard
pretty
of
funny.
it.
There's so many though.
So
Hey, if you can make me laugh, and I mean, I love scary, spooky things. I mean, Halloween's my favorite holiday.
you never seen me play a horror game then, huh? Have you?
Oh,
No.
It got to the point to where I would play horror games and I would go through them like nothing because they don't scare me, and I had to.
That's
call
no
Vontae.
fun.
Exactly. So I had
That's
to
why.
call Vontae over so that he can get scared sitting next to me while I'm playing. And I'd just be like,
Yes.
but he would just be like, and I'd be like, bro, you're scaring me. Like, what are you jumping?
Dude,
at?
I will be a guest. I don't know how to play the game, but I will be a guest
Yeah,
on that
I'm
because
down. We do
Nice.
a bunch of stuff.
it's so funny.
We'll find another multiplayer one and
Oh yeah, like there's the ones where you can choose people's choices, and if you choose the wrong one, you could kill somebody off.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
real good. There's one called like Until Dawn that's like a whole horror movie, and you're just picking choices And if you pick wrong, like either everyone's dead at the end or everyone survives.
Ooh, so it's based off of what you choose.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's no like,
Right or wrong.
no, there's right or wrong, but there's no like clear answer. Like, I should
Yeah.
do this or that.
Yeah.
Like, you literally are like in the moment, pick one, and you got like 5 seconds to decide.
Yeah,
and
it's really cool.
hopefully
That's
you pick
cool.
right. And it's like it tries to test your instinct of like, what would you do in this situation? And
Dude, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
It's hard.
So
It's
My
Only one way
survival
to find out.
skills, none. Except I can run for a little bit.
yeah,
That's good enough.
Yeah.
I could try to climb a tree and hide.
No.
I don't know.
No, you definitely, yeah, you're definitely
No,
dying.
just run.
Yeah.
See?
No,
You see what I mean?
no, you don't want to do that.
climb a tree. Not
Okay,
good.
so let's go back to the anxiety. Well, what are some more side effects? There you go.
Okay, let's see. I got a list. So I feel a tightness in my throat to where, like, when I'm talking, I feel a quivering when I talk. I don't know if you can hear it on here. I'll probably listen to it later and be like, there's the quiver. But it just feels like it's vibrating inside of my throat, like in my chest. And I'm like, it's almost like I want to, when your teeth chatter when you're cold,
Oh yeah.
it's like that. Like, it makes me
That's
want to, like,
weird, yeah.
you know, like chatter, just kind of chatter my teeth. And it
Yeah.
feels really weird. But it's only when I get anxious talking.
Yeah.
So if I'm like talking at and on a stage, I'll get like that. But something kind of just clicks in my brain and I'm performing now. And,
Yeah.
I was in Viking Crew, which is the senior pep squad in high school. Oh, yeah. And so our main job was to like get people pumped up, even though no one wanted to get pumped up because our team sucked at the end. Sorry, guys. But
She's not wrong. She's not.
I'm not sorry. Love y'all.
I
but
ain't go to school then.
but so like I could perform in that, but I don't know. I don't know. And then sometimes I lose my train of thought and it just kind of rolls away like it did just earlier.
COVID.
COVID.
Fuck COVID.
Let's see. And of course, like extreme anxiety, I'm hyperventilating. And I have to like take a breath. So what I've been teaching like my students, because I have to teach those de-escalation skills. Because, they don't have it. They don't have a normal, like, they can't just.
Honestly, a bunch of people don't have it, so.
Yeah, well,
We should all be
especially.
taking life skills.
Dude, I mean.
There's so many people who I've seen, and I'm just like, you're getting angry. Do you not know how to calm down? Like,
Do you feel angry right now?
turn around, look at the wall. Like at work, bro, people get mad and escalate, and I'm like, nobody's saying anything. What are you doing? Like,
Dude, sometimes all that anger's in your head.
yeah. But that's what I'm
But
saying. Like, a lot of people don't even know where to start, like, to de-escalate.
you do whatever is what I've taught my students and like what I've been learning like from them too, is that you just gotta take a breather, man. You gotta breathe. I know you're probably gonna ask this later down the road. There's like a song or something. You're like, what song do you listen to help you kind of like whatever?
That ain't a question no more on thing.
Oh, it's not?
But nah, we can use it.
But-
yeah, what's the remedy?
So I got two. One is I am an Ariana Grande fan, love her, but she has a song that
Queen.
talks about anxiety. It's called "Breathin'." So that one, like because honestly, I tell my kids, you better go smell some roses and blow out the candles.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
yeah.
So you gotta breathe, like she talks about.
Yeah.
About you really do just gotta you gotta stop what you're doing, don't talk, just breathe. And then the other one is "Float On" by
Modest Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Mouse.
dude, that song,
You know
the
what?
guitar,
I've
it
never
gets me.
actually heard the lyrics to that song. I've heard it, but I guess the rhythm's so catchy. I don't think
The
I've
rhythm
actually-
is so damn
Oh,
I didn't know
catchy.
the
Actually
song
heard
had that much of a positive message.
It
either. I'm
really
like,
does. I mean, he talks about like one of the lyrics is like,
I just like that song.
Damn, that song's cool.
something about him hitting a cop car. He's like, but it's okay because he just drove away. And sometimes in life, that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
you know? So it's like you just float on and it'll all be okay. You know, along those lines. It's not the exact lyrics, so don't come after me.
No, I know. I actually knew what you were saying.
Yeah. So it's like sometimes you think something's a big deal and it's not. You just gotta just get through it and you'll float on. And so, because in the moment when you're in a stressful situation or you're in, that anxiety mode, it's like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. Because a lot of the times I'll get through something, I'm like, whew, okay. That wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
All right. We got through it. Let's float on. Let's move on to the next one. Because in my experience, that's just what life is. You get through one hurdle, another one comes.
Facts.
Get through that one, another one comes. It's just a never-ending fight for your life out here.
Tell you, man, my cereal, $8, bro.
Dude.
I'm not letting it go, man. I'm not letting it go.
That's too much.
Dude, he has that on a chokehold.
I'm going to go to Albertson and let him know.
Supposed to be $2.
He's not even talking about eggs. He's talking about cereal.
Oh, yeah. Eggs are up. Yeah, eggs are up too. No. But I guess, what does happiness look like to you?
What does happiness look like to me? So for me, I know another one of your questions. I'm telling you, I've recently been listening to the pod for the last week. But
Thank you for
I'm
for
answering
tuning
like
in, too.
questions you're not even asking me.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need that.
The first part of this, great.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
Oh, cool. Because I know one of the questions, like, do you consider yourself a happy person? My answer is no. No. Internally, I am not happy. I'm not. In this brain, no.
Why is that? Do you want to go into depth? Or?
I think it has to do with the early body issues, because I feel like that everything just kind of connects to like my body. Like, I'm not thin enough. I'm not strong enough, because I played sports.
Yeah.
And so it's like constantly working. And then once you're there, I am recovering. But I have an eating disorder and I'm still trying to like fight through that. And it's just all internal. So like what happiness looks like to me, like in a perfect world, like I would be thinner, stronger, like just feeling comfortable, because I don't feel comfortable in my body. Am I doing things to help with, or, to be comfortable?
Yeah.
Yes, but that eating disorder is what's killing me.
Yeah.
Because you can work out all day, every day, but if your nutrition's not there, or if this eating disorder is, hurting that's what's hard.
Yeah. It's like a lot about what you eat.
It's a lot about what you eat, and I'm not anorexic. I like food. So I kind of suffer. I do suffer from like bulimia. That's where you like eat and then you just purge it back up.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm trying. I don't do that. Like, I'm not doing it like at work. It's only when I'm at home. So happiness for me was like get through that and like just be strong.
Yeah.
I don't even care about being thin anymore. I care about just being healthy.
Yeah.
But again, that eating disorder, that's not healthy. But it's like just,
definitely.
It's like an impulse. Now it's like my body wants to do that almost. It's like, it's not acid reflux, but it's like, it's that reflux. Like I want to, like my body is like, get it out. And I'm like, no, I ate something healthy. I ate broccoli and chicken and rice. Like, what is bad about that? So getting through that, being healthy, and just being like comfortable for me, that's just my internal happiness, there's other things that can make me happy, but those are external things. And it changes day by day, I feel a lot of emotions throughout the day. I feel stress. I feel happy. Like there's things that happen. So I'm just a bundle of emotions. But like there's been some, I was doing really good before my wedding, but again, I had lost all that weight. I got all these compliments, but I had an eating disorder, and I was losing so much weight that I almost, like, I had to pay almost an extra $100 because my seamstress was like, if you lose another 5 pounds, you're gonna have to pay me another $100 because you're losing weight too fast.
Yeah.
And so I was losing all my muscle. I was losing muscle, so I wasn't getting strong. So yeah, I was really lean, but I had no muscle.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, and then I was like on keto, so I was being really restrictive with my diet. If you don't know what keto is, it's basically you eat meat and cheese, just fats only. You don't eat carbs. And dude, I still can't eat eggs to this day.
Because of that?
Yeah, because I was just eating eggs all the time. And then I would like throw them back up because I'm like, nope, I can't gain weight, can't do it.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened, and then I'm like, oh, I've got married now. I got through it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat carbs. And so during the pandemic, I ate, and so I gained almost all the weight that I lost back. But it was easy because I lost all my muscle. I lost it all, and so now I want to be strong. But like, you know, in my line of work, there will be kids that will go into crisis. And you have to, I'm certified. Don't worry, guys, I'm certified. To put kids in like holds. And so sometimes there have been some holds.
Real quick.
Dude, yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. But recently, you know, I was getting healthy again. I do Camp Gladiator, which I love. Thanks. Shout out to the district for paying for it. But I was doing really good with that. I didn't lose weight, but I gained all my muscle back, which was great. Like, I loved that. But then I went to California for a month where the weather was freaking beautiful. And then I come back here to this nasty ass humidity, and I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh, this shit is for the birds, man. Like, no. And then I got COVID for the first time.
Oh, man.
And so what? This was literally this past summer.
Yeah.
So 3 years after freaking COVID, I finally get it. And, you know, that took me out. And then what else did I have? I got sick with something else where it affected my lungs, where I had to get an inhaler. And so,
Dang.
yeah. And so I was like, okay. So I didn't work out for like 6 months. So now I'm back in it because I had to go through a crisis with a student. And usually I would be able to like handle it because you're not supposed to let the kids know that it affected you that bad.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to be like, you know, I used to be cool, calm, collected. Like after whatever, be like, okay, are you ready to come back to class? Do you feel okay? Like what happened? You know, whatever. But I'm over here like dang, like they have out of breath because stress, the stress of that and then being out of shape, like that affected my body. I'm like, oh no, I can't be doing that. I can't let these kids know that they affected me like that. Like, so I'm working on it.
Okay.
You know,
That's not bad though. I mean,
As
long as you're getting up, that's the biggest thing, you know?
Yeah. Like I worked out today. I hated I went, but I complained the whole time. I was like, no, don't put me in partners. They're here to motivate you. I don't need it right now. I just need you to tell me what to do and let me do it in my own time. Okay. Like, don't have me racing people. I'm out of shape. I want to win. I'm not in that winning stage right now. So
that's good though. It's a healthy competitiveness, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't like that because I did sports, but I did it because I liked it. Because I thought it was fun, like volleyball, loved it. But then when it started being like competitive, I'm like, nah, I don't want to. No, I want to play for fun. I don't want it to be a serious thing. And that's why like that volleyball team that I played with, they were getting like real serious, and I was like, man, it's not fun anymore. Like I'll take this too serious. You're over here yelling at me, boy, bye. Like no, I don't need to dread coming to play. Yeah. Because I know that you're gonna yell at me for something, like for a mistake. Like, dude, we all make mistakes. It's volleyball. It's sand volleyball. Like, you know, I don't know.
It's harder to move for sure.
Yeah.
Gym.
You should have joined our soccer team.
Hell to the no. I am not a runner.
No one else is either.
I'll be like, I'll meet you guys. I'll stay in the middle.
There's a lot of yelling going on that field.
Yeah.
I'll play kickball.
It's a lot of. It's not that bad, but it's like
It's gotten better.
It's gotten better. It was a struggle at first, but
Dude, I be getting my feelings hurt too easily though.
yeah.
See,
So yeah,
We
it
have a
would have
couple
been.
people like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I'm like, he yelled at me. And I don't like it. Yeah.
but okay. Was there ever a time in your life where you knew you weren't happy and something needed to change?
Yes.
And if so, what changed? Or is
Is your-
something currently changing?
Yeah, I'll say, is it a like present day answer or is it a time in the past?
Wait, can you say that one more time? Is it a present day or what?
Or is it like something that happened in the past?
Oh, in the past. I mean, I feel like it comes in phases. None of you are married, right? Are y'all in relationships? Okay. So
Hey, why you gotta bring that up?
no,
I'm kidding,
I just
I'm
want to know if you'll under.
ladies,
I
hit
just,
us up.
yes, please hit them up. No, I just want to know if y'all could relate. But
I've been in some toxic relationships.
dude,
though.
being in a
Very
relationship
toxic.
is hard.
It is. It takes work. It takes a lot of work.
Hard.
Daily work.
Yes, facts. See, there
I've
we
been
go.
in 2 very toxic relationships, and I lived with them, so I wasn't legally married, but I saw the
Dude.
person every damn day.
Yeah,
all the
dude,
time,
living
so.
with them, you get to really know a person
Oh yeah,
when you live with
true
them.
colors all the way.
That's why I can't. That's why I don't know. Being in a relationship is cool, but like to me, it's to the point to where I can't see myself giving someone else the time of day. And as selfish and as fucked up as that sounds, that's why I don't get in relationships anymore, because I do not see myself giving that other person probably the amount of time that they're gonna give me. Because I went through that. I dated somebody for a week, and then we were official for 2 days. But I was like, "You're giving me like, I'm not
Nothing.
gonna give you this." No, they were giving me everything,
Oh,
and I was like, "I'm not gonna give you."
and you
shit.
just couldn't
And I was like,
reciprocate.
need
My
to-
boy said, "I'm still
we
for
need
the
to cut it.
streets."
No, it was just because like I'm busy. Like I have a schedule, literally a weekly schedule, and
Yeah.
the podcast takes up a lot. But I want this podcast more than I want
Yeah,
somebody, you
Yeah.
know. And
Yeah.
I was like, if somebody was like, "Hey, I need time," I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like, I'll try to find it, but I can't promise anybody anything.
Yeah.
Like I guess it's like I haven't loved anybody enough to actually like feel the need to have to do that.
yeah.
So
I get that.
That's why I don't get in relationships anymore.
I mean, I can understand.
Yes, I actually don't think
I
it's
can
selfish,
understand.
'cause it's like instead of wasting your time, like I'm just
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I don't
wasting
wanna-
their
yeah,
time
there's stuff
and
right
wasting their
now.
time
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to waste their time.
Yeah.
And I feel bad, like, because if somebody's wasting my time, I'm gonna be pissed. So I'm not gonna let me waste your time. 'Cause
Yeah,
it just doesn't
especially
work.
because we're getting closer to our 30s.
what
Nah,
that's supposed to mean.
That's a new 21s.
I mean, you can't
heard.
be wasting time, you
No,
know?
yeah, for sure.
That's true.
Because there's people, well, a lot of women like our age, that they're ready to settle down.
Settle and have
Yeah.
You know?
babies. This is why the last girl I was talking to, this is why we didn't work out. We didn't even have like, we clicked, we vibed, but she was ready to move towards like settle down. She was 32, 33 at the time. So she's like, I ain't
Yeah.
got forever. I need to start having kids, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, in 2 years, do I see myself on vacation? Do I see myself raising a child? And I said, no, it's definitely not raising a child.
Dude, for at least
Not
on the
yet, at least.
women's side, it's dude. We have to get checked every year, and then they're like, for me, my doctor's like, when are you gonna have a baby? And I'm like, dang girl, like I just got settled into my career, like,
Yeah.
like I don't. Okay, well you need to start. Where are the test results that says that?
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
why are you pressuring me into having in this economy
Yeah, exactly.
where there's
Cereal's $8.
Yeah, for real.
baby formula? You can't even get formula. Like,
Like 22, 26
Yeah, I
bucks.
better apply for WIC.
dude, yeah. But
I ain't having no kid, man. I'm not.
it's scary.
It is.
It's scary. I mean, the things that, you know, when we were growing up here, we played outside. You know, dude, I remember when I would break my phone to try to get a new one? Do you remember me throwing my phone up in the air and like, I want a new one. I'm going to break it so I can get a new one. You remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
You know,
wow,
like,
you're
where
bringing
we-
up.
where we had-
It's so crazy that you remember so much.
The randomest
And I
things.
remember like random stuff too, but like it's just all like.
Dude,
coming
I'm
together.
telling you, the time we spent outside of our houses were like the best times.
For sure, 'cause
We didn't
me.
have
It was me.
responsibilities.
No, I'm playing.
Dude, for real, you introduced My Chemical Romance to me. That's huge.
That's depressing. The
What?
music.
Oh, I was like, what? The Black Parade? Are you kidding me? Helena, I think
yeah.
I'm Not Okay was
Yeah,
the
that
first
my
song.
Yep.
And you showed it to me on your cool phone because I was like, I want a phone like SFL. Do you remember you had that purple
then she
phone?
broke
Dude,
hers.
okay, let me tell you something about my phones. And no, I don't remember the purple phone. I had from 6th grade, I think is when I got my first phone, all the way till senior year. I had a total, I think, of 22 phones. Because I just could not, like,
You know what's funny?
for the life
This
of me.
man still go through like 3 phones a year. At
That
least.
it's better. Nah, it's
Hey,
maybe like it's one a year now. But I think I did the math at one point, and it added up to like 5. It was like 3 to 4 phones a year. And I was
damn.
like all my
God,
cousins.
I am. We need a
all my-
soundboard.
All my
We actually
cousins.
have one.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
All of my
We low-key do
cousins'
have one.
extra phones, because they got their upgrade, went straight to me.
Yeah.
So I had a pink Razor, blue Razor, silver Razor, Nokia,
Dude, it was the
Sidekick.
had a
Nokia, and it
Sidekick,
slid up
yeah.
because I was like,
I
I
did have
want.
a purple Nokia.
Right,
Oh my
I
god! And I
told-
had a red one.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And you showed me the music video on that Nokia. Maybe. I don't know. But you showed me. No, it was a PSP that you showed me the music video
Yeah,
on.
it probably makes sense. Yeah.
It was a
I
PSP.
miss my PSP so much, bro.
Because I don't think my parents could afford like a PSP, and so Gabriel or Joey, whoever, we'd come over like we want to look at it because it was so brand new, and y'all had like the
was like,
newest.
"Whoa,
was fire, bro.
He
That fire.
was. You
I was-
still are.
Like I said, I'm a bitch, bro. I've had everything I've ever wanted. so when
Dude,
people
for
come to me
real.
and tell me they had nothing, I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, I can't relate. Like, not in a bad way, not to brag, but like,
Shout out to his parents. They're
yeah,
the best.
for real. Like, I don't. The only struggle I got is when I didn't get what I want for Christmas. And was I a little bitch? Probably. You
He
know.
said straight up.
Most likely.
Yeah, most likely, yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's crazy. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance.
Hold on. So, what were you about to say about relationships? 'Cause
Oh,
we definitely sidetracked.
Yeah, that's okay. We always do that. It's hard. It's hard, and me and my husband, I love you. But there was just just basic things. Like now that I talk about it now, I'm like, damn, that really wasn't that big of a deal. But when things add up, and you tell that person, do this please to help me, and then they don't do it, and it's almost like, dude, are you not even listening?
Yeah.
You know, like just basic, dude, you see the trash is out, take it out. Why do I have to tell you? Because again, it kind of relates to what I do for work, where I'm constantly telling kids to do things step by step every single
Yeah.
day. Multiple kids, multiple modifications, multiple, things. And I'm like, you are a grown ass adult. Why do I have to tell you? I'm your wife. Like, I'm your partner.
Yeah.
I'm not your mom. I shouldn't be telling you to do things. So, like, it was just things like that. I'm like, dude, right now you're showing me that I don't need you. I'm over here taking care of the house. You know,
Stay by yourself.
I'm working, I'm working too. I'm working even more hours, and I still come home. I do X, Y, Z. There are some things that he did, but I'm like, when do you do that?
Yeah.
And I was getting tired of it. So the way I grew up, my mom did everything. And my dad worked, but I'm like, okay, but my mom worked too.
Yeah.
My mom's working even earlier than you are, but she still gets up in the morning, irons out 4 sets of clothes, gets all of us ready, takes us to school. Like, my dad didn't take us to school. You know, my mom did. And I grew up not wanting to live like that. I did not want to be catering to my partner the way my mom did. Especially, like, again, I love my parents, but I just did not like how
I think that's
they were in the house.
I think that's a very like there's an old school way of how marriage and relationships work.
Definitely
though.
Hispanic.
Machismo.
Yes.
Because I feel like our generation, we ain't playing that shit. Like, even like on the flip side, as a man, like for instance, my dad paid for everything. He let her stay at home, be a stay at home wife. Like, he's the only one working. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. We 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm not going to work every day while you sit at home chilling. Just chilling. Nah.
Yeah.
You better be doing something.
But no, you're right. Like, yeah, and then, you know, like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, you wouldn't want to do that, and I'm sure if it was the other way around, he wouldn't want to do that, or I wouldn't want to do that either.
Yeah.
Because I told my mom, I was like, and this is another thing about dating too, is like, women nowadays, they don't know how to cook, or they don't try to learn.
Do you know
and
how to cook?
some do.
Hey, I
you know
know
how to cook?
I know how to make chicken wraps. I know how to make lasagna and spaghetti, and I can follow directions.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying is some
Good
people,
enough.
because my mom's like, why don't you go find a girl, or like you're getting old, and I'm like, dude, like ain't no one out here. Ain't no one. I'm not asking them to cook all the time. But I'm asking, I don't want to eat McDonald's all the time either. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm out here trying to learn how to cook, you got to learn too. Like,
Yeah.
if my plate shit, well, yours might come out shit too. We got to learn how to fix it together, you know? But, like, now it's like, it's so weird. Like, there's an excuse for everything now. Like you said, your mom worked and still came and took care of, like, iron the pants and cook. And stuff
Clean
like that.
the house, like,
and it's like now people get home from work and they're like, "Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything for the rest of the day." And I was like, "Our parents weren't like that. We can't be like that, you know?"
Yes.
You know. But yeah, you're right. Like a lot of like old Hispanic couples, the dad is just like acting like they had a harder day than the mom, and sometimes that's not what it is.
they
You know?
at
Like,
work fucking around all day.
no. Dude, I don't do shit at work. So if I get home and if I had a wife and she was like, cook, I'm going to be like, I ain't do shit all day. I'll cook. Like, if you're having a bad day.
And again, like, I'm not saying that my dad didn't do anything, but it's like, from what I saw, from my perspective,
it wasn't consistent.
My dad came home, was in the bathroom for an hour, come out, eat dinner, complain about the dinner sometimes. Like, oh, that used to drive me fucking crazy. I hate that. Even when I visited them, my dad tried to act like that. I'm like, why are you acting like that? Because that's not impressive to me. You look like a jackass right now. Like, I told him, he's like, you can't tell by now that I'm playing? No.
Nobody
Y'all meet my dad?
Yeah.
No. You can't tell when you're playing. I was like, no. Complain, the food's too hot, or the food's too cold, or what?
Hell nah.
Dude, I hate it. Like, so I'm like, my mom made sure that the food was ready for you by the time you got out of that damn bathroom.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Like, coming home, that's always been crazy to me. Seeing anybody come home to a fresh dinner, like if the time you're walking through the door, like the food is timed to be fresh for you, that shit's wild. My
I'm a
household,
bitch.
hell no,
I'm a
you better
bitch
use a
about that.
microwave.
See, and me, I do that. I'll wait for my husband to come home. Like, I try
eat together?
I try to time it
Yeah.
to where it's ready when he comes home. So it pisses me off when he's like, it's 7:30, 7:45. When you get off at 7, where the hell are you? We live 7 minutes away from your job. Like, and he's like, sorry, he works at shout out to Toyota of Irving. But he works there and they close at 7. And so sometimes like the tickets didn't
stay
or
late,
whatever,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, why didn't you fucking tell me?
The heads up,
Yeah, like just tell me like, hey, I'm going to be X amount of minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, of course, his brain's not wired to think like that.
Yeah.
My brain is wired like, okay, what
In
can I
his
do?
defense,
Because we
I think
spoiled.
most men aren't wired
Yes.
like
I'm going to tell you it's because we spoiled. I'm going to tell you right now.
Straight
that. I
up.
feel like that is
tell
maybe
you.
like a little pride thing because it's like,
No,
it's
it
like
ain't
one
no
of those,
pride. We
like-
spoiled. Nah, it ain't no
wait,
bro.
why is this been spoiled though? Well,
Because I'm like that. Like, there's plenty of times where my mom would make food and I would be like, I don't want that. And, like you said, I'm a fucking kid in high school, bro. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck if you. At that time, I didn't give a fuck if you came home to a warm meal or not. I was in high school, but growing up, it's like, oh damn, like a lot of people like seeing all of my friends come over and eating because they've never had a warm plate of food. Like growing up and seeing people in college,
Yes.
like it was multiple.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my mom used to feed like 5 to 7 people a day. And I never really noticed how much of a toll that takes on somebody, you know?
Yeah.
And it got to the point that now, even though nobody really comes over, we'll go to their house because some of them have their own houses. My mom will cook so much food, and I'll be like, why are you, like, nobody's coming anymore. Like, stop. Like,
Well,
But,
yeah.
like, she's used to it, and I'll just be like, you don't have to cook that much anymore.
Dude,
like,
it's hard. Once you
yeah.
get used to feeding a certain amount of people, it's hard. Because
Yeah.
even me, it's just me and my husband. So I'm like, I'm used to cooking for a family of, or, you know, helping my mom cook for a family of 6. And so I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of leftovers.
Yeah.
And he doesn't eat leftovers. I'm like, God dang it. Like, nah, I got to eat it. But it's just things like that. And I'm like, dude, like kind of just going back to that. It's like, you know, you're showing me that I don't need you. Like, you know, and the things that you do make me not want you either. And I'm like, if things don't change, I am leaving because you're showing me that I don't need you. Yeah. And again, the way you're acting, now I don't want you because that's just not attractive to me.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be a man, then be a man and take care of things that you need to do.
That's one of those things too, where like those habits you probably never saw or noticed until y'all were living together.
Yeah,
and it's like,
sure.
oh, okay, that's how you handle that. And then like the first couple of times, you're like, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. And then you see it gets worse, and you're like, okay, maybe I should say something. But it's probably like 3, 4, 5. It's been months before you haven't said something because you let it bottle up, and then they just neglect it. And you're like,
yeah, because
okay.
like
Yes.
when my mom would tell me to do stuff, and then I realized like, why don't I do what she asked me to? Like, why am I being a little bitch? Because I knew I was being a bitch. And then I was like, oh, it's because
You know you're going to get away with it?
I do stuff, and I do stuff by a checklist. Like, in my mind.
Okay.
So I told my mom, I got a freaking dry erase board and put it there. And I was like, if you need me to do something, draw it on the thing. I'll get it done. But if it's not drawn on here, I'm not going to know.
So you need a
Or you can
visual
text me.
reminder of what you need to
just
do.
need to send it to me once, and I'll get it done. But the thing is, like, because she'll tell me early in the morning when I'm like
Not awake.
half-assed, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back. I won't remember that, and then that's why I'm like, you need to tell me a checklist, because literally while I'm at work, I'll be like, okay, when I go home in 2 hours, what do I need to do? And if I have that checklist, I'll get it done. And does she do that checklist? No. But anyways, we still struggle. But I try.
Yeah.
Like now, I'll be like, all right, just give me a minute. I'll do it in a bit. But
Because I just feel like
that's
there's
how I
no
work, yeah.
observing going on because y'all, well, you don't have any sisters, right?
I have a sister, 2 sisters and a brother.
Okay.
I'm the youngest.
But in your house, did your sisters do a lot of the things? Or?
No, my sister, my life is a little different. My sister's 20 years older than me. The other
shit.
sister is she's like a stepsister. We don't even talk to
okay.
her. She didn't even, I don't even know why I counted her. But, and then my brother's like 15 years older than me. So by the time I was born.
Dang, you're the
yeah.
surprise baby.
Yeah, something like that. They got freaky again when they wasn't supposed to or something. I don't know what happened,
Yeah.
but
I feel that. I'm an
the
accident
way I was
too.
raised, I was basically raised like a grandchild in a grandparent's home, but they weren't my grandparents or my
Yeah.
actual parents. So like my sister was already, by the time I was 4, she had her first kid. So like I'm growing up with my nieces and nephews, like they're my little brothers and sisters
Yeah.
more than like I'm an uncle to them. So it's
Yeah.
when you ask me, it's gonna be
You're like, okay.
because my sister already out. I think she was already working on getting married. She was already like getting her own place and working. So like I didn't grow up seeing like family household and everybody working together to do this and that.
I just feel like, well, I guess how we grew up, and even like, so my husband's white and I'm Hispanic, so like there were some things I was like, whoa, culture shock. Like, wait, you're telling me I go to his house
real.
and my mother-in-law was like, or I'm like, oh, you know, what do you want? Like, I was gonna fix his plate, and she's like, you put that fucking plate down. He got 2 legs and 2 arms. He can get it himself.
That
And I
makes
was like,
me mad,
and
bro.
I was like, Oh,
That makes
okay.
me pissed. Whenever we'll be at 15s or
Yeah.
something, and then the husband will be like, "Oh, where's my plate?" And I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Bro,
Ooh.
I saw that
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
over
yeah,
there."
go get it.
Okay,
Hell no.
I didn't think it was going that way. I was like, oh,
See,
No, but like
okay.
Hispanic
I'm with him.
people do that.
'Cause, like-
Hispanic people do that as
Yes.
well. Like
I
the wife
wouldn't-
sets everything up, and I got used to like my mom setting my plate up for me because that's just what I thought it was.
Yeah,
Like
uh-huh.
that's just how you grow up.
Well, you grew up like that,
and then
yeah.
it got to the point to where like I was like, you don't have to do that. Like I can make it myself and put whatever portions I want. Like you don't
right.
have
Like
to
I
do
want
that.
to be in control
But
of that.
like she's so used to it that she does it. But I've seen like, because my dad doesn't do that. He's not that toxic like that. But I have seen like Hispanic parents where we'll go to 15 and they'll be like, "Where's my plate?" And then she'll go over there and make 2 plates and watch the kids like
Yeah.
holding onto their leg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'll be like,
what
you
the-
fucking 2 unbuttoned shirts.
And that's what,
fucking
yeah,
ready to
and
get
that's
drunk
what
as fuck.
I
Gingerbread ass. Get
don't
the
want
fuck
that.
out.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
And so there's things I'm like, dude, are you gonna be ready? You know, are you gonna step up? Because I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that by myself. Don't want to be a single parent. Because I'll leave. And I know we said till death do us part, but
She's like,
but
But I'm dead inside. I'm dipping.
no, but and he
How
knows
long
this.
have you been married?
It will be 4 years. We've been together for almost 12. So we've been together a long
That's
time.
scary as fuck, bro. 12 years and it's still you're like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm learning that, especially with some, I won't say who, but like some relationships, I'm like, dude, just fucking leave. Like, there's no reason why y'all two should be together. There's no reason. Especially when there's children involved and you're bringing that toxicity
To the
to the
child, yeah.
childs. You know, like,
Yeah, no.
cut your losses.
That's true.
But that's why I'm so hesitant.
What's your favorite quote? You and Eric?
Fuck them kids.
Nah.
Oh.
Don't let your
Oh, man. Hey.
Say it.
Showing you
Say
the
it.
toxic side of me.
I want to see.
It said, don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your future wife.
Because
Is that the one you're talking about?
'cause
Yeah,
there's-
that's exactly what I'm talking
Well,
about.
and that's why you hear like these divorce stories, and then the next person they date is like the perfect person for them, which
It's because they know what they don't want.
Yes.
Anymore, you know?
Sometimes
Yeah.
you got to learn that.
I think a lot of the problem was just him internally with him, and so we've had some changes in our life, and he's so much happier now.
That's good.
Because I told because I'm like, if something doesn't happen, I'm leaving. Because why? I don't want to be miserable like this. I
no,
don't
for
want to be
sure.
coming home. I get up extra early. We have 2 dogs, and we live in an apartment right now.
Yeah, so walk.
Got to take the damn dogs out. It's 5 in the morning. I go to work. I come home, take the dogs out, fix dinner, do like I'm doing all these things, and he gets to just come home,
Kick
eat
his feet
dinner, and just
Play games.
and then he'll take the dogs out before bed.
That's not enough, but
But you want more 50-50.
Yeah, but then he's like, well, I'm just not home because his hours are different than mine. But I'm like, yeah, but make the effort to wake up earlier
Yeah.
and get things done.
whew, somebody told me to wake up early. I'll be like, you tripping. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not getting with anybody because
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. But like, honestly, like I even told my job, I was like, they put me at 6 to 2 and I was like, dude, I'm not doing this. Like you either put me back at 8 and coming in at 8 or I'm going to leave. And then they were just like,
See, but you can do that with your job.
oh, no, yeah, this
Yeah.
is completely different.
Yeah,
but what
yeah.
I'm saying is like, that's why,
Yeah, but I just want that extra like effort in.
What
I
do
mean,
y'all-
if I did find somebody that I love, I'll switch it up.
What do y'all
for
think a
sure.
relationship should be though, like in today's standard?
50-50.
But what does that 50-50 mean? Like what does that look like to
That
you?
means if I'm getting on TikTok to make something food, then you get on TikTok and find a recipe too.
For me, well, and
There's effort on both
you know
ends.
what? And
We meet in the
me
middle.
and Cameron, that's my husband. We were actually listening to the podcast, and I think we were listening to. I don't remember which one, but they were talking about relationships and talking about like in a dang, I wish I could remember like what exactly they were talking about, but Cameron was like, I don't agree with that. And I was like, what do you think? I think it was something about like your partner needs to like you're like basically like your partner shouldn't need you.
Yeah,
they should just want to be.
That's kind of why I was going with that question.
Yeah.
I was like, because I think it's more of like you've been saying like you seeing a lot of times when him showing that you don't need him. I was like, I feel like that's what a relationship kind of is though. It's like I shouldn't need you. I'm a very independent person, but you should complement my life, or I should want you to
I
be
feel
there.
the same.
Yes,
I think,
and that's what Cameron. That's what he thinks too. He's like, I don't.
I'm the opposite. I don't know where we're at right now. I just got lost, but I agree with like I shouldn't need somebody. Like if I'm bringing you in, it's because I want to give you the time of day. It's because you are a compliment with everything that you do, and you should feel the same way about me.
Yeah.
Like because like you said, a lot of like relationships, like they're there and they're stuck because they feel like if they leave with the kids or if they leave just
They become
themselves,
dependent.
like they're not independent enough to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like it's weird. It's like
You
if
almost
I'm
get
with somebody,
codependent on
if I'm
people.
with somebody and they want to leave and they have the ability to, they should. But the fact that they want to stay with me is like love,
Yeah.
I guess, in a way. You know
See,
what I
and
mean?
I think Cameron was like, I feel like it's a little bit of both. You should like y'all should both need each other and also like want each other. I think that's what he was going. He's like, because there's things that you do that that I just can't do, and you do it great. And he's like, there's things that I do that you can't do, and I'm like, oh, for sure, for sure. But I can also do those things and hire somebody to do it. You know,
Yeah.
like
Well, it
or
becomes
vice
like-
versa.
yeah.
Or
So
I can always learn and adapt.
So it's more like
but-
a luxury in a way. Like, yes, you can do these things, but if I need to, I could get somebody
Yeah,
else.
I mean, I freaking love. Hey, go take my car to the shop and go get the oil change, please.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and but you know, one time he didn't take it. I specifically left my car there, and I went to go spend the night with Bunky and Tyler, and I was like, okay, remember, you know, take my car. So, but the one time I didn't remind him, and I was like, oh, hey, how's the car? How's the inspection? Oh, I forgot to take it. And I'm like, God damn it. You know, but you know, we got through
One
it.
job.
one job, literally. You had to take it to work.
Right.
You work there.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd be a little salty. I would come home raising some hell on that one.
Dude,
ain't gonna
I was
lie.
mad because I was like, we are leaving to
for real?
Colorado next week, and my car needs this, and this. Come on. We ain't going in your Scion. Was lowered to the ground. That's not gonna make it up them mountains in Colorado.
Get stuck.
Yes. But so like a change happened, and I can tell the difference in him. So he is much more happier, and so then he's like bringing home that extra. I don't know, that just the extra oomph.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank you for washing the dishes. But then there's sometimes I'm like, why do I need to say thank you? You don't tell me thank you for things that I do that's normal. And so that's even like at school with my students, like, oh, Miss Pinkard, I said thank you to so and so, and I'm like, you should be doing that.
You should be doing
I
that,
should not
yeah.
be rewarding you for things that you're supposed to be
But
doing.
I mean,
Yeah.
But I'm trying. I'm trying because I'll ask him like, is there anything that I need to work on? No, you're good. Dude, there's no way I'm not perfect. I got flaws to the wall, man.
it's because men are simple.
We
Very.
are. We are.
And
But we don't ask for much.
dude, it's,
We don't.
yeah.
And if we do, then think
Yeah.
about it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. But again, like now that I talk about it out loud, like to other people, I'm like, dude, that's not even that serious. Like, there's no, you know, I'm not worried about him doing anything on the side. He's not worried about me doing anything on the side. Like, it's literally just household chores.
Yeah. But
It's
I
like,
mean,
bro,
even
do
then,
it.
it's like, it's not serious, but then again, it also like,
It builds up.
yeah. Especially because you're already dealing with stuff with
Dude,
kids, you
and
know?
yeah, and especially because I don't want to be that nagging wife. I try to be so chill. Like he does all these things. Like he used to play Warhammer. Like I support him in his hobbies. I'm like chill, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
a
seen
cool
you. I've
wife.
seen
I
you go
literally
with like coffee and take a picture of their table where they're playing, and
Yeah.
I'll be like, that's pretty chill.
Yeah, like
Like,
I
I know damn well she don't know what's going on, but she there.
I didn't. I was a cheerleader. I was talked about on a Warhammer podcast. They're like, oh yeah, Cameron's wife, she came, she cheered us on. And like, that's so cool because none of our wives would do that. And
He
I'm
says,
like,
go kill him. And they're like, we ain't fighting nobody.
roll the dice, roll it. Wait, how do y'all count so fast? No, because they got like 20 dice, dude. Like Warhammer, so long. So I'm supportive. I'm very low maintenance. I literally, I'm just asking you to take out the trash. I don't ask you to do anything. Not asking, just.
That's good. Because everybody be asking for everything now. So,
dude, I feel like I'm just really low maintenance. I don't know, but much happier now. He did change, or he did make steps towards the right direction. So
that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't want to go through a divorce either. So
No.
we gonna make it work.
That's
We
just
gonna make it
more
work. It
stress.
is till death. It is till death. Love you, babe.
We wish y'all the best.
The fact that
Thank
he
you.
took those steps already shows like
He's giving effort.
Yeah,
he's
he
giving- it
is.
I mean, because there's some people who don't.
Yeah.
I've heard some relationships, and I'm just like, leave. Like they're not making any effort to keep
Yeah.
you. Why are you like?
And seeing that's also like we've been together almost 12 years. There's a lot of complacency like in both sides. Like we're very complacent with where we are. Excuse me. That's why like we gotta grow. We can't just stay stagnant.
Yeah,
We've got to grow together if we're gonna make it through the long haul. Because
But that's good. I mean, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember,
so-
communication's key.
yes. But you gotta talk back, man. You gotta talk back. You
I feel
don't.
like that was very direct.
Don't just.
She gonna fast forward.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah.
You need to
Listen up,
to that.
Cameron. Respond.
Respond. Don't just say.
She been dropping hints all day.
Nah. I always liked him.
Don't
though.
just
He's
say,
real cool.
Okay.
Every time I talk to him, he's
Dude,
always
Cameron's
really
the
nice, man.
coolest.
He's always real nice, real chill.
He
It's
can
so
talk to y'all
funny.
all day about anime.
Yeah.
He watches anime too.
Yeah,
And he's introducing me slowly into stuff. Like stuff that he knows that I'll be interested in. Like what was that high school assassination or something?
No, Assassination Classroom.
Yeah, I
With
thought
the
that was
yellow
cool.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Alien
never
dude.
seen it.
I've
but
seen
I
like
heard
2
it's pretty
episodes,
cool.
but I need to go back to them.
And then there's another one where like this little girl was like killing people, like they were stuck in the school or something. I don't know, just like
so
horror,
you just want murder and death.
like
That's
horror
what I'm
anime.
hearing.
Dude, I listen to true
I
crime
was gonna say,
podcasts
watch
to like
the
chill
Bubble
down.
Life. What? No, I'm playing.
Dude, you're right.
Cameron, run. Nah.
You ever seen,
I know how to hide a
you
body.
ever seen those,
I know how to
She
not
got
get caught.
journals that you can see. She taking notes.
It's like, why is there a camera in the living room all of a sudden? No, I've seen like those TikToks where it's like, and it's like the guy watching a murder documentary with his wife for the first time, and then it's like she stabbed her husband 19 times, and he's like under the covers, like looking at her, and she's just like eating popcorn, and it's like, oh,
Drinking
hell no.
iced coffee, yes, in the comfy sweater, yep.
Yeah, but Laura loves that stuff.
I know
And
a lot
it's-
of girls
yeah,
do, bro.
Yeah.
Is that
Jose's like,
yeah?
whenever-
I miss Jose.
yeah. Whenever
He shot me with a paintball gun.
It sounds like something Cavazos would do.
I told him I want to know what it feels like to be shot with a
And
paintball.
he did it with
He
no
just said,
hesitation.
"Bam!"
He said he was like,
He did it
"Are
no
you?" He's
hesitation.
like, "Are you sure?" We're over here supposed to be doing a Shakespeare project or some shit, and I was like, "Do it, do it," and yeah,
yeah, but she likes that stuff. And I remember one time, it's funny, man. Their relationship is so funny.
is it?
Yeah, I really like. I saw them grow together. Like I've seen the worst because everybody goes. Our relationships are the
Everybody,
worst.
everybody.
And then I've seen them be their best, and then now they have a kid. But like I remember, I lived,
And now they
I
have a
lived
kid.
with them for a while. I mean, lived. I pretty much always did back then. And I would just stay in their extra room. They would call it SFL's room. So I was like, "Oh, I'm welcome here."
I have that at Bunky's house.
Really?
They're like, that's Gabby's room
Yeah, and then
/ office.
right, and then she would always want to watch documentaries, and I would be like, "Bro, I don't want to watch
Dude,
that
the
stuff."
psychology in that is what's interesting to me.
But he would always be like, because he hates that
Crazy
stuff.
shit.
Oh, he doesn't hate it, but he like, it's just too much. Because she loves it, like she's obsessed with it, and which is cool because I'm obsessed with a bunch of dumb shit. So I was like, she's like super obsessed, and he's like, look, find one that you really want to watch, and I'll watch that one with you. But I can't watch all like every single one with you.
He's like,
and
I
so
can't.
I remember one day she picked one out, and we all like sat in the living room. It was 4 of us, me, my cousin Eric, and then them 2, and we were just there. And then I'm like, dude, what are we watching? And Jose's like, I don't know, dude. Just
I want to know which
She's
documentary
she's
it
gonna
was.
quiz us.
There will be a quiz at the end. You have to know who the murderer
But yeah,
was.
she
You have to know
I
who the
got
victims
into it
were.
for a little bit though. Like it's really cool. The psychology is like, well, why are they doing this? Like, and then it always goes back to like some trauma as a child, or sometimes the crazy ones is where like nothing happened as a child. They had
Yeah.
a perfect life.
That's the
and
that's
yet
the
they
scariest
just, like,
one.
They're just like still like, nah, I'm gonna chop them up, and I'm like, what?
Dude, and
I think I'ma
always
just stay single.
and with serial killers, they always put the blame on the mom. That's why I'm scared to be a mom, dude. I'm not trying to accidentally raise a serial killer or something, you know? Like, where are the dads in this? Where are y'all at? The
We
dad's
innocent. We didn't do nothing.
The
They're at
dad,
work.
the dad's
They're
the one
at
that
work.
abandoned them.
No,
The
right?
dad's the one that left.
See, if we were never there, it couldn't have been our fault.
But if you were there,
Now you know the math. But no, yeah, you're right. They usually do always.
dude, especially like Ed Kemper, man. Whew.
Who's that? That's the. his
He's
name
the.
sounds familiar.
I think he's labeled like as the co-ed killer. But dude, he like chopped his mom's head off.
Okay, you know what? I don't know about that
Hey,
one.
how about what's the next question? we on the wrong topic here. No,
I didn't even tell you the worst of it, but I'm not
Getting
gonna.
dark and
Y'all can. Hey, watch.
I ain't watching it. I might
forgot
live
what
with
it's
a
called.
serial killer. I don't need those thoughts. In
It's a
my
show.
mind.
It's a show. I forgot what it's called.
It sounds familiar.
Mindhunter. That's what it's called. It's really good.
Oh, is that it?
Really good. Mindhunter's really good.
That's about him?
It's one of the cases, but Mindhunter is about the creation of the BAU,
What's the BAU?
the Behavior Analysis Unit, and
And that's
Quantico
like
and the
all-
FBI.
They do famous cases.
Yeah,
right? Like every
Ted
episode.
Bundy, Ed
Yeah.
Kemper,
It's
Charlie
probably-
Manson.
They do the crazies.
They interview them. Like those serial killers were the ones that created profiling. They interviewed them to build their profiles.
I might check it out.
It's really good. I mean, it's a show. It's actors.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, we watched an episode, and I think there's a
Ed Kemper is like the
nasty
first
adult
one.
scene in like the first episode where they're doing nasty things. They're having sex,
I was about to say.
No, I got you.
and then I was just like, "This is weird," and I just like left.
Grow up.
Because it was like everybody was in the living room, and I was like, "Now's our chance, Jose. This is awkward. We're leaving." Nah, but
Don't
it
watch
was,
Game of
it was a
Thrones
pretty
with your
cool-
family.
I haven't.
I actually
It's
don't.
so
like
good.
I saw
that
like the
show.
first episode or two, and I
But-
said I ain't watching this shit.
Okay, you got to get past season 1.
What do we? If I gotta put in that much time before
No.
it gets good, it's not good.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's how I
you got to
feel.
get through the sex scenes. You just
Oh
got to get
no,
through it.
those,
That's
I
why.
mean, there's not as many as I thought
I
there
just-
would be.
it just
'cause
didn't
I thought
intrigue
it
me.
was gonna be
Oh,
that.
okay. Got you.
And I love like Lord of
Hey,
the Rings.
it's not everybody's
and
cup of
stuff
tea,
like
it's
that.
okay.
I love that shit. So I was like, oh, that's right up my
Yeah, but
alley.
Lord of the Rings has
not at all.
magic and,
Yeah,
like,
maybe that's why.
Dwarves and
Yeah.
dragons, but Game of Thrones is like
They have
There is-
dragons.
Yeah, they got
okay,
dragons.
but that's not till later. Spoiler alert.
Everybody probably know by now.
It's been like 8 years since the last.
I'm the only one that don't know. I even saw the last episode and I saw how it concluded. I said,
Oh,
"This is
no.
what y'all watched
They-
for years."
they-
You
Wait,
should
they
have
also
seen
have
it.
White
They
Walkers.
did fuck that up
The
though.
ending
They
was
did.
terrible,
They
and I
did.
didn't
They
need to see the
did.
rest
They
to
did.
know
Yeah,
that.
they did
What
fuck
the
it
fuck
up.
is this?
Yeah, it was pretty weird. I mean, I didn't read the book, so I was like, it's.
Dude, you don't have to read the books. I mean, reading the books it does give you like extra intel, but it is good though. I'm like on book 4 or 5.
How many is there?
5
Oh.
or 6. So maybe I'm on book 3. So
That's not bad though.
yeah, they're like this thick.
Too much for
That's
me.
bigger than the Harry Potter.
That's too
books.
much for me.
It is bigger than Harry.
too much.
Yeah, it is bigger
That's
than
why I
Harry Potter
didn't read
books.
those.
That's pretty thick. We're making gestures with our hands.
They're throwing
Of
gang
how thick
signs.
these books are.
It's
Throwing gang
average.
signs. Hey, yo.
Yeah. Stop it.
Ting. Hey,
What is
nothing wrong with that.
average now?
Nothing wrong with that.
I guess the next question would be, what's some advice you would give someone who's looking for happiness?
Ooh, I don't know. again, my happiness is external. So it's like when things good happen, I'm like, oh my God, yay. Like, that's so
So
happy.
it's like enjoy the little things.
It is. Enjoy the little things. Thank
Enjoy
you.
the little things.
Yeah, because for me,
I think that's super important because
you have to appreciate
I feel
it.
like a lot of people are like, I'm not a happy person, or I'm looking for happiness, and they think it's like everlasting, and it's not. It really isn't. Like, everybody goes through shit, but
everyone goes through phases of their emotions. I mean, like things that happen. Like right now, I'm super happy and excited because we put an offer on a house and we got it, and so now we're gonna move into a house, and so that I'm really happy about that. Like we're, moving up.
that's upgrading.
Yeah,
Leveling
like getting
up.
out of the shitty apartment that gave us no notice of renewing. So, yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, so we were like, you know what? Fuck y'all anyways. We're looking for a house. So, whatever. But then, like, if something stressful happens, like with the house, like I know the house needs a fence. It needs, like a window is broken. It's like, how the hell did that break? So it's like, as things come, yeah, I'm going to be stressed about it. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. But we're going to be first time homeowners. Like I've never, like I was even talking to my in-laws about it. I was like, dude, there's things that I've never even thought of because my mom and my dad just handled it.
Yeah.
Or at the apartment, I just called maintenance like, hey, y'all need to fix this. It's broken. But now that's like, it's just a lot of responsibility.
Like, damn, we got grass we got to cut? Fuck.
Yes. Damn. Oh, you're telling me the AC's out? Fuck. Like who do I call? Like I'm literally like, who do I call for this? So it's just,
It's like you're opening it's like a new chapter of the journey. Yeah. Uncharted waters.
Yeah, and I, like me and Cameron, we have done things like in a really like traditional way. Like, we dated for a long time, got engaged, I wanted to live together first before we got married. Got married, and now like we're here. And so, and our next step, we didn't want our next step to be a baby. We don't want that yet. Again, I'm still kind of teetering. Just because we like doing whatever we want. If I want to sleep in, I want to sleep in. Literally, the only thing I have to deal with are my dogs who like to wake me up early.
Yeah.
But
me personally, I don't see myself having a kid. I don't see myself getting in like a relationship. I really don't. I mean, maybe it'll happen. You can never say never. But like maybe I'll find somebody who like really like
vibes like with like your schedule, things like that.
But like me, I see myself like getting my own place and then adopting a kid. Like I don't see myself like having a kid or being in a relationship. I don't see it. Just because like I said, I don't see myself giving anybody the time of day. Because I'm trying to soak up as much sun as I can.
But you can give the time of day to a child or like a adopted kid.
Yeah.
So you can see yourself giving the time of day for a kid,
because
but
I
not for a
know
partner.
that I'm gonna love the kid. Like I said, if I find like somebody who like if I fall in love and I'm willing to give the time of day, yes. But from the people that I've met recently, it's like, nah.
Dude, I kind of feel for y'all. I can't imagine like dating right now.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
You don't understand. What's my
I don't.
horoscope? I'm leaving.
Dude, I don't know what my rising moon is or my setting sun. I don't know what the
they
hell.
told
I just
me-
know I'm a Scorpio
They
and
told
I
me
do hold grudges.
They told me that Mercury was drinking Gatorade, and I was like, dude, I have to go.
I hate y'all.
And I'm out.
That can't be
And I'm
your
out.
excuse for.
Dude, it was a
Being
full
a-
moon. It's a full moon, man.
Every
Like I'm telling you, like
Yeah.
it's crazy
Dude,
for
there's
the
people that-
listeners.
yeah.
How many times y'all heard people talk shit about this? I believe I'm completely on the opposite side of the fence.
Oh, yeah?
like
Well,
you believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude.
You believe that Mercury be drinking
Is it-
Gatorade?
Mercury's in retrograde?
That lemon lime. What you mean?
Dude.
That's
That's why people be acting bitter.
But that's like because people let themselves act different.
Yeah. That's
I don't
people
like
crazy.
it when people make it an excuse.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when people are like,
I'm
"Oh,
with you
well,
on
I'm a
that.
Leo, so deal with it," and then give me the peace sign, and then I'm
it's
like, "Nah,
no,
peace to you,
can't.
girl." I'm
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you can't just be an asshole because your star
know.
says so. That's
They're
not
like,
how
they're
it
like, the
works.
planets aren't aligned. I'm just all fucked up. It's like, so you're gonna be mad for the rest of the month, or how are
Like,
we gonna do?
what's-
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Get
don't let
over
this
it.
affect you
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Dude, I do believe in like crazy shit
So
happening
to
in
a
the full
certain
moon.
extent, I believe it, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not about to wake up and say, "Damn, it's a full moon. I'm gonna have a shitty day." No, that's not at all.
No,
Nah.
when I wake up and I know there's a full moon, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for some crazy shit to happen.
I start howling. Demon hours.
Hell yeah, dude! Especially on a Friday the 13th, I'm extra careful. I'm a little
You have a Friday the
suspicious.
13th tattoo. How
Exactly.
many do you have?
Just one.
Yeah, me too. I only have one.
Yeah, just
My
one.
one-piece
Nah,
tattoo.
if you
I
get
don't know what
more,
I whip every day
Listen.
of the week. No matter.
listen.
Bro, fuck it.
If you have
Where we
more
going?
than one Friday the 13th tattoo, that's a red flag.
Really?
Yeah,
What type of red flag?
why would you have more than 113 on your body unless you're in the
Mine's not even the number.
Yeah.
Look, I got this. I got the one piece
Little pirate.
Oh.
Jolly Roger for because the dude was like,
you're
you
just
can get something
you're just
this
talking about the
size.
deals.
Yeah, I went with a
You-
group of
you
people,
got the-
and they all got their deals, and I was like, I don't want none of this
Heck
stuff.
yeah,
in this
$20?
book. And I was like, what if
Mm-hmm.
I get something the same size? And he was like, let me see. And I showed him. He's like, I can do that for the. And I said, let's do it then.
Oh, okay. So you're just he's just talking about
Yeah,
the
you're talking
deal.
about the actual
I'm talking about
13.
the actual
Oh, yeah,
13.
no, I
unless you're in
wouldn't.
the shoot,
Yeah,
what
you're
gang
right,
is
you
that?
only need one.
I took a gangs class. It was the MS 13. They're the ones that have real bad gang.
So you
Real bad.
affiliated.
No.
Yeah, the 13th.
If you look
She
at it
affiliated.
backwards in a mirror, it's 31, which is the day I got married. So
Nah.
Ooh, nice.
so
I only got the number 9.
why the number 9? Is that a combo meal?
No, it's
That's his
balance.
angel number, but he don't believe in
now
that.
I gotta find a place that has.
Dude,
a
you
number.
have
That's his angel
to.
number,
You
but he
have
don't believe in
to.
that.
So when people ask,
What's
I'll
an
be like,
angel
man,
number?
That's 2 McChickens and a Sprite, bro.
I want 9 chicken nuggets. 9.
Like, why you got the number 9? But I remember one time
favorite.
we were
Your birthday's on.
the first.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
December 1st. No,
Yeah.
this is just my favorite number growing up.
Oh.
And then it also means balance. So I'll look at it and be like,
Hmm.
"You're acting stupid today. Grow up." And I'll be like, "You're right." All
But
of my
he- but he
tattoos
don't
remind
read
me of
fortune
something,
cookies.
like something that either means a lot to me or tragic has happened
Hmm.
in my life. So, which isn't a lot because, like I said, I had a great childhood, but lost some people. And
Okay. I was like, are you
done
like
some
me where
things.
you have like a lot on one arm and then you have one on the other?
I don't have anything.
That's me.
Wait, what's that right there on your wrist?
Oh, it's spray paint
it's
from
fucking
work.
spray
That's me.
paint.
Don't even ask about that. But all my other ones are here, and then I got this one.
And then just one, right?
Yeah, and this one shouldn't. I'm gonna need
Dude,
to
right
cover up.
arm too?
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
Oh, well, but like all your
Oh,
tattoos
yeah,
on
yeah,
your
yeah,
right
all of them,
hand?
yeah.
And then you got one on your left?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the feng shui's off on me, but
I started
where I'm
this
at in my
sleeve
tattoo
when I
journey.
shouldn't have, and now I don't know what to do to like fix it or to continue. Honestly,
dude, I feel that.
and I honestly haven't had the money or time to just be
Dude,
tatted
the
up.
And honestly, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but I'm like, why do I pay you to do this to me? But I have a half a sleeve on my leg,
I have one on my calf.
and it freaking hurts.
Was it
I was about to
fresh
say, I don't know if you've seen it. Literally,
That's pretty dope.
yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna stand up real quick. So
Oh yeah, that's really dope.
go down, and then to the side.
Where's Oogie Boogie? Where my boy at?
Right here.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it. Nice.
He right there. And then I'm gonna put like Zero's doghouse and like add to it.
Okay, nice.
But dude, I have to like mentally prepare myself because
Yeah.
he did the underside of my
Look at
like
all that
right here.
shading, bro.
Dude, a lot.
I know that shit hurt. Right on your
Especially
shin too.
On my knee,
Does
bro.
it hurt you like when you do them?
Yes, I don't put numbing cream, which my artist is like cool with it now. But I'm like, at that time it wasn't really like acceptable in like the tattoo community to use numbing cream.
Really?
Yeah, just because like the old timers like, nah, you got to sit through that pain. But now
on
like
that.
newer tattoo artists are like, nah, dude, whatever will make you last longer on the chair, do it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had numbing cream until I got the last one, which is the big one.
Yeah.
Did it work?
But other than
I've never used
like crazy. But like I didn't feel anything. The only time I felt something was when it got close to my elbow, and I just felt like a really like something right
In
here.
your neck, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where my new one is.
And then when
it's itching right now.
When I got to the
Stay spicy.
all the way up here to this bone, I could feel it like throughout my skull, like just the vibration. But it wasn't
Probably 'cause
painful.
of
It
the
was just
nerves.
like you were just
It's a
like,
nerve thing.
Yeah.
like trying to pop your jaw or something. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this like? But nah, none of them hurt. Surprisingly, that's when I realized that I have a high pain tolerance. And I look back in my life, and every time my fingers got dislocated, I just popped them back,
Ew.
and I didn't feel anything
I remember-
until they got swollen, and I was like, "This is about to explode." But
Ew. I remember when that happened to my brother for football, and it was literally like literally 90-degree angle the opposite
yeah.
way.
And I told him, I was like, "Dude, you gotta pop it in now while you have adrenaline." He's like, "No," and I was like, "If you don't pop it in here, you're gonna pop it in at the hospital." And he went
And
to the
he
hospital.
sure did,
They popped it in, and it hurt.
Dude, I think I recorded it,
Yeah.
and then the doctor was like, I did not give you permission to record, and you better delete that or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. Like, 15 years old. Like,
Did you delete it though?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't have deleted it.
But like there
I was
a-
scared. I was like, dang, this doctor's telling me, like, oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, I had.
I'm
one
gonna
of
show
I
my
was a
brother
good
this
noodle.
later in life.
Yeah,
I
had,
followed directions.
One of my pinkies, like the top two bones popped out and went all the way down here, like to where my knuckle is, and like my pinky was literally like this. big.
Ugh,
And
that's
I had
gnarly,
to,
dude.
Pop it back in, and then I was like, all right, let's keep playing. And then the other one, it looked like a staircase. So this one popped out of this one, and this one popped out of that one, and it looked like a whole staircase. And I just like slammed it back in. You know?
Ugh.
See, okay, I love horror movies. I love scary stuff, but gore and things like that, I close my... No, I will... I don't know if it's... I don't know why the noise bothers me, but I will cover my ears, and I'll try to watch it, but sometimes I'm like, I'm doing both. See no evil, hear no evil.
Oh wow,
Like,
you could. I never thought about doing that. Like
Yeah, you
literally
taught me
covering-
something.
I know you taught him something. Me, I don't.
I guess
like,
the noise never really bothered me. It was always the singing. It's that seeing and hearing the sound of flesh breaking, like when
Yes.
people get stabbed, that shit makes me want to throw up. Like,
yes.
for me, it's worse in scary movies when I know the pop up is gonna come.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know it's gonna come, it's probably not gonna get me. But if I know it's coming, I'm like, I know it's coming.
Dude.
And I back away, and then it gets me. But if I don't know, I'm just like, oh, all right.
That's why I don't like watching movies with Cameron, because he always know what the hell the plot. He knows where the plot's going, and I'm like,
They are
God.
pretty
He's like,
obvious now,
oh,
though.
it was so and so. I'm like, God damn it, I didn't get there. I wasn't thinking that far ahead. Like when I watch something, I'm watching it in the present. I'm not thinking
Yeah.
about.
The
Where
whole,
it could
the
go,
whole
or
circle.
you're
of it.
linear.
Yeah,
you're
I'm like, I'm
linear.
just trying to enjoy
You're
the
in
ride.
the moment of the, yeah.
Yeah, and
funny.
that's what I even like my kids. What are we doing? Blah blah blah. I'm like, y'all, I'm trying to get through this hour, okay? Because I don't know what the next hour is gonna look like. It depends on y'all. Like I don't
Right.
know, because like in life, I learned that you have to be flexible.
Oh, yeah.
Have to be. You have to be
Things
able to.
won't go as planned.
No, never, ever, ever,
What is
ever.
it, Pavlov's law, right? Anything that can and will happen, like
Anything that can go wrong
will go wrong. Yeah.
But that's why I tell people, like, if you're uncomfortable somewhere, thrive in there, because that's how you're gonna grow.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're not comfortable with public speaking, go off, king or queen, whoever. Like, because that's how you're gonna go up in life. If you're constantly comfortable, you're not going anywhere.
That's true. That's true.
You know, like you said with the house. I mean, yeah, you got a house, but I'm sure there's a little like uncertainties with stuff going on.
Yeah.
But like, you have to grab it by the balls and go, because like that's how you're gonna end up getting the house, and know that it's
Exactly.
okay to have a kid in it. You know, so like
Yeah.
that's why I always tell people, like, if you're uncomfortable, do
Good.
your best.
Yeah.
You have to. Because I don't know.
Kind of like come out of your shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's because like a lot of people, they'll be like, oh no, I'm not comfortable, and I'm like, bro, we're fine, we're chilling. Like, what's going on? You know. But there's a difference between not wanting to be somewhere and then being uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to do stuff you don't want to do. I'm not.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
You know, like me, I'm terrified of snakes. So if you go on my YouTube feed, it's nothing but videos of if I see a snake, what am I gonna do? How can
Who do
I
I call?
identify?
Oh, yeah.
And who do I call? And if nobody calls and it's climbing on my leg, how do I take care of that?
Dude,
They've
you
been
know what?
traumatized since that trip.
Like, well,
Y'all been traumatized since that trip.
What?
So there's one
Story
time.
time.
I'm gonna try to make as much visualization as possible. Okay,
Okay.
so
Close your eyes,
there is
listeners.
a hallway, and there is 2 bedrooms across from each other. One bedroom had my friend Josh in it.
Mm-hmm.
The other bedroom, me and my friend Angel were sharing it. And everybody at that cabin was drunk, but we weren't. We stayed sober because somebody needed to clean the house because we were literally leaving at
Was it
11
like an
a.m.
Airbnb or like
Yeah.
something like that? Okay.
And so we were leaving the next morning, so we were cleaning up, and we were at the couch, and we were like, what do we watch? And I was like, for some weird reason, we started talking about snakes because we were in the cabin literally in the middle of nowhere. And we're like, wow, we didn't see a snake, which is crazy. And so I was like, yeah, well, let's watch a video. And we watched a video of like the most famous snakes in Texas. So like the rattlesnake, if you're really like in central Texas, and then the copperhead, which is more, that's what we're going to see here. We're not really going to see rattlesnakes. We'll see copperheads. And so we were watching this video. The video was like, we watched like an hour and a half of like snake videos just because I enjoy that stuff because it makes me so uncomfortable. But I'm like, I need to be comfortable in that situation or it's death, you know?
Yeah.
When in reality, if a copperhead bites you, you don't even need to go to the hospital. Like it'll swell up and you'll get over it.
Oh, okay,
if you're
cool.
not that allergic to it. Which
Well,
is
hell,
most
how
people.
does anybody know if they're allergic or not?
Yeah, exactly. So
Same
you
way
still
with
gotta
bees.
go,
Yeah.
but most
You
of
get
the
stung,
time,
you
like
find out.
most of the time, they're like you'll get a little headache, you'll swell up, and then you'll be all right because
Oh.
they don't release that much venom or something like that. But anyways, so we're watching that video. We're there for like an hour and a half, and then I was like, damn, it's getting late. I'm gonna go to sleep. And then me and my friend went to our room. I put lo-fi on. I knocked out quick. And then all of a sudden, I just hear my name, like, Asafel, Asafel. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And I'm waking up, like, half asleep.
Deep in REM,
Yeah.
like.
And then I get a call, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, there's a snake in my room. And then I was like, shut up. And I hung up because it's a joke. Like, he
Yeah.
knows I'm terrified
Yeah.
of snakes. Like,
Yeah.
shut up. I'm like, shut up. And I hang up. And then he just like, I could hear him yelling from across the hall. He's like, no, for real.
Wake up, bitch.
And then he's like, what's going under my door? So it was literally going under his door. And then I was like, okay, my room is directly across from that. I don't have any sandals. Like I was barefoot.
Oh, no,
because
not the chanclas.
The drunk
Not having
people
no
threw my
chanclas.
sandals around. So,
Ah.
so like they were partying, so
Yeah,
it's whatever.
yeah.
And then I was like, okay, where's this? I stayed in my room, standing on the bed, making sure that the snake didn't go from his room to mine because it was small enough to go under the crease. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, there's nothing here. And then I woke up my friend and I was like, hey, dude, there's a snake in Josh's room. And he's all like, no, there's not. And I was like, no, for real. And he heard all the panic in the hallway. And I immediately hear, I'll just grab it. And I open the door and I'm like, don't touch the freaking snake. Mm-hmm. And then Josh is like, I told you. And it was a copperhead. I'm talking about like,
No,
it was
y'all
around-
manifested
it was
that
around-
shit
Yep.
into the cabin.
yep. And it was like 3 foot long. So it was like,
Dude, that's almost taller than me. I'm 4'11".
Yeah.
So damn.
so I was like, oh, nah, that's a copperhead. And my friend was like, nah, dude, I'm just going to pick it up because he was drunk. And I'm like, please don't touch the snake. And then he's like, you're right. And he leaves. And I'm looking at this snake and I'm like, I've seen all these videos. I just need to make sure nobody gets close to it because they can literally do like a 360 and like grab your hand. And then my friend comes back and he has 2 Target bags, plastic bags on him. And he's like, I'll pick them up now.
No.
And I was like, please don't.
No, you won't.
And then I was like, look, I just need somebody. Because at the end of the hall was the entrance to the cabin. And I think that's how it got in because somebody left that door open for like
Fucking
2 hours.
idiots.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, look, the objective is for somebody to go through the back, open that front door, and we'll find a broom and just shoo it out so we can stay as far away from because that is a poisonous snake.
Yeah.
And then my friend was like freaking out, and it was crazy because the friend that was staying with me in the room literally opened every drawer and stuck his hand in to make sure there wasn't any. And I was like,
Oh,
"You
no.
are wild."
Have you
like,
not seen any horror movie? Like, you don't stick your hand in weird places.
Yeah, and he was like looking under the bed,
Oh
and
my
he's like,
God.
"We're snake free, man. We can sleep." And I was like, "You know what? Respect," because I would have never done that for you.
Heck no.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so I was like, "Open the door. We got to go around and open the door." And my friend went to Target Bad's like, "Oh no, I got it." And he literally just walks directly to the door, and he steps maybe like 4 inches away from the snake. So the snake could have tagged him at any minute. Opens the door, comes back, and he's like, "What do we do now?" And I was like, "Well, the door's open, so let's try to get it out." And he's like, "I got you." And he just starts barking at this snake. And when I tell you this snake slithers away, it slithers away. And we end
He
up
said, I'm
closing
a
the door.
snake and I don't fuck with dogs.
But my friend told me that literally it was curled up like
Ready.
maybe like a few inches from his foot, because it was literally in his room. It was like his bed, and right next to his bed was a wall, then the bathroom, and it was in between the wall, the entrance and the bathroom, in that little wall. So he walked to the restroom, came to the bed, walked to the restroom, came to the bed, and so he could have got bit at any moment.
Yeah.
And then he said that he got on the bed, and he's like, "That looks like a snake," and he's like, "Nah, my mind's playing tricks on me." And then he's like, "Nah, that looks like a snake." And then he turned on the light, and it was a snake. And I was just like, and that's when he started yelling for me. But that was just the craziest thing. I was like,
You
"There's
faced
no
your
way."
fear, man.
I had to. Somebody would have got bit. They were trying to pick it up.
To the no.
I wasn't there.
No, he wasn't.
I wasn't there. I missed it.
Dude, I can't party like I used to. I just can't do it.
It's not a thing. Well, actually, I don't know.
I like chill stuff now.
No, yeah, I like chill stuff too. But every once in a while, it's pretty fun.
Y'all need to
You
go
get
to
it
New
sometimes.
Orleans.
Oh, I hated
They
it.
hated it. They went and they
Y'all
said it was
went?
the worst
Hated
experience.
You
Because
could do
I
it
don't-
one night. You only need one night
Because I don't
to experience
drink. I
it.
don't
enjoyed
drink,
myself.
so
At all?
I
Like,
mean,
ever-
like if
have you-
somebody, yes,
If it's
I've
Everclear
had
only.
a drink.
No, I'm just-
No.
This is true. I did go through that.
Whew.
But that was because, anyways. So if it's not Everclear or soju, I'm not drinking. But I'll have a drink out of respect, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of times where somebody will buy me a drink, and I'll just be like, "Hey man, look, I don't drink, but I'll drink this one just because I didn't want you to have to waste your money."
Mm-hmm.
And most people will be like, "Okay, cool, I'll remember that." Or
Or ask
people
me
like
first.
Jose will be like, "All right, I'll drink it."
Yeah.
And they'll just take it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, "That's cool." Like, more for them, I guess. Spend less money.
Yeah.
But I don't drink. I'll have like one if someone buys me one, or if someone makes me one and is like, "Try this," I'll be like, "Sure."
You'll take it like a sip.
You know, yeah.
Little
And
sippy
then
sip.
I'll be like, "What?" And then they'll be like, "Here you go." But I don't like the taste. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why people go through that, or want to. But I mean, if you got to numb the pain, you got to numb the pain. You know, that's just not the way I do it.
Yeah.
I don't like drink. Well, anyways, I don't drink. So anytime I go to parties, it has to be the environment. Like
Mm-hmm.
if the environment is not, if it's not hype, I'm not gonna be hype. Like,
Yeah.
we have to be wild.
Yeah.
If they ain't karaoke, I'm probably just gonna sit in the corner and like talk to people.
Yeah.
It has to be wild.
Mm.
He's seen me
Multiple times.
and say some off the wall.
I'm in the
shit.
corner with either Jameson or Hennessy. That's like, yeah.
I'm chilling. Chilling.
Yeah, but most of the time, we're just chilling.
Yeah. We don't get too wild. Well, at least the older
Well, he does.
friends of our groups, we
With
don't
Eric.
get too wild.
You remember my cousin Eric?
We don't get that
Lil
wild.
course
Long
I do.
Schlong?
Yep.
Crazy ass.
Long schlong.
That's what his name is, Lil Long Schlong.
His name is
Well,
now
his
Stroke
name
Daddy.
is now Stroke Daddy. We went to a party and he wrote Stroke Daddy on his cup. And I
Oh,
was
is that where
like,
y'all playing pool or something?
No,
That's
and
not
then-
the stroke he talking about.
And I was like, who the hell is Stroke Daddy? And he looks at me like with a disappointed face. And then I was like, you? And then everybody's like, Stroke Daddy, and took a shot with him. And I was just like laughing, and that was crazy. But yeah, him and Vontae, they drink Hennessy and bring out the yearbook.
That was one time.
That's all the time.
He's
was
like, one
one
time and you
time.
won't let it
That
go.
was one time.
Which yearbook? Our middle school yearbook or
Oh,
our
no, they
high-
went to
High school.
SGP.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they went to different
Dude, tell me
school.
why I thought Eric went to like one of the Irving schools.
He did
He
for a
went
little
to
bit.
Nimitz I think till like half a sophomore year. So freshman and then a little bit of sophomore year left.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to South GP. My little cousin goes there.
Yeah.
He's a junior. and
Shout
plays-
out Warriors, yeah.
Yeah, he plays baseball.
Nice. SGP looks nice.
It looks cool.
They had like a building for only freshmen or something like that.
Yeah, we have a freshman center.
Which is
Then they built the dope ass like big theater room before we left. They have an indoor pool. They have some okay stuff.
we don't have nothing. We got a greenhouse and they're growing weed in it, so then they shut that down.
No, I think it's up now because they'll advertise like to
GP
the other schools.
GP has a lot of money though, low key, especially all the stuff. It's from like the taxes,
Dude,
because they just
yeah.
kept upping the cost
Oh,
of
because
living.
the main
over there.
event, and then they're having a Bass Pro
Dude.
built there too.
Dude, Epic Waters.
Yeah.
And that big old playground. Yeah, all
Yeah,
those.
they keep just adding stuff over there.
Yeah.
It all started when they added that career school, and then after that, GP just started wow.
Oh,
What is it called?
Dubisky.
Yeah.
That's where all the like taxpayers' money went at 1st, and then after that, they just started building crap.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But they didn't even build that, right? Because that was like an old police office.
No, they built
station?
it. It was nothing
Oh,
right there.
I thought. They
Nah, it was nothing right there.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, so what are you most grateful for?
I am most grateful for. I gotta think about it. Honestly, I am grateful for myself
That's good.
Why?
Go off, Queen.
because
Give me your conceited ass answer.
I've been through so much, and I feel like I've accomplished a lot. And I'm like Snoop Dogg. I want to thank me, because I did that.
Yeah,
I did that. You know, I had like some like support. You know, I had a lot of support along the way, but at the end of the day, I did it.
Yeah, in the end, you chose the bite. You're
Yeah.
the one who chose to continue with
Yeah.
everything.
And then like I'm grateful for like the people who supported me. So like Cameron, like Bunky, my in-laws, you know, my parents, they show a lot of support for me, but not to my face. So they'll talk about me behind not behind my back, but like they'll talk to me to everyone, like talk about me to everyone. But they won't say their affirmations to me.
to you,
Yeah, it's that Latino thing
Yeah,
where
that's-
where they'll be like, yeah, my son does this and this, and they're doing this, but whenever you're
Yeah.
around, they'll be like, hey,
Well, yeah, or they'll be like,
think a
they'll
lot
be
of
telling me like
African
what
American families like that too.
really, like, will they tell you about what your siblings did? Like, oh, well, did you hear that so and so did this and this and this? And I'm like,
Like, yes and no, because my case is again
yeah,
a little different.
different.
We're gonna save my story for another time.
Okay.
I guess I can share. Like my brother, he dropped out of high school and got bad on drugs. So I live in his shadow on the negative side. Of like they're so used to babying and like treating him a certain way that it just blends over to how they talk to and treat me. And it's
is
like
he an addict?
he probably used to be, yeah.
Okay.
But it's weird because like it's like I live in his shadow. Like he doesn't work. He's been just living at home chilling.
Oh, this
like,
is that brother.
Yeah, like-
that lives at your house.
Yeah, so
That
he
lives-
yeah,
just-
from the
Yeah.
other podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't work. He doesn't do shit with his life. And like they talk to him like he's an 8-year-old sometimes. Like my mom's like, I made dinner, come eat. And like there's times where she gets that baby voice with me and I just look at her like she's crazy. It's like, fucking talk to me like
Like,
that.
you don't gotta
Like,
talk to me like
yeah,
that.
like you don't gotta
Yeah.
talk to me like that. Or like this little shit. Like they have to explain stuff to him step by step. And when my pops was still alive, you know, rest in peace, he would do that a lot to me too about like work and stuff. And I'm like, bro, I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't got to tell me get up and go to work. Like,
Yeah.
I already mentally want to do that for
Yeah.
myself because I know I need money. I
Yeah.
was like, go talk to him or go
Yeah.
deal with him. But like, it's just, they were so used to doing that for so many years.
Yeah.
Like, they will acknowledge, like you're saying, like with the other families, they're like, oh yeah, Vontae's good. He went to school. He did this and that. But when they talk to me, they treat me like they're talking to my brother. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, come on, dude. Like,
Yeah.
so I get you
Yeah,
100%.
like again, I have a twin. He's in the Marines, and so my dad is a Marine. So that's all they talk about. They talk about and then now they'll talk to me about their kids. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm so glad that the kids are doing good. I know, Gabriel's doing great. He's an amazing Marine. I'm like, but do you have anything to say to me? Like,
Right.
are you proud of me? Like, I did everything the quote unquote right way. You know,
Yeah.
like I didn't have kids hella early, like, you know, my siblings did. You know, I'm the only one that went to college, you know, and then I guess that's another reason why, like, I'm just so bitter about the graduation party is because they finally did something for me. Like, they planned it, and then I'm not going to name names, but they fucked it up, and they were supposed to be on my side. They should have been like, hey, now's not the time. We can address this at a later date, but right now this is for my sister. You know, this is for shit. I guess
Understandable.
bleep that one. Bleep the sister. Because I kind of said shit. Yeah. But anyways, well, I guess I have multiple siblings, so take a guess. So I guess that's why, like, I'm like, you know what? Don't do anything for me anymore. Just don't. You know. But like again, I did everything the right way. We're waiting to have children. Like, now we're gonna have a house, like all these things.
So you definitely didn't get any of that. This is my baby treatment.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, not at all.
No. Even like I wore pink Converse in middle school. I wore them throughout middle school. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I never asked for new shoes.
Yeah.
My siblings were asking for new shoes constantly, you know, asking for money. I was the one, basically the way my parents explained it to me, because, you know, we're talking about, like, we're trying to get through it. But again, I don't know if I will ever let go just because it's been
so long,
you know. And they still do things like if I'm talking to my mom, I'm trying to tell her about something that's happening with me, and somehow she segues it into talking about my brother or the kids or my sister, and I'm like, were you not even listening to me? I'm trying to, like, you know, tell you about something about how, you know, that I want advice on, and you want to talk about something else.
Yeah.
Like, you're not listening.
Yeah.
And so we're working on it. And my parents know. They're like, God, here we go again, Gabby. I'm like, no, I'm gonna tell y'all. I do have issues because, well, but again, they said, they're like, we just never had to worry about you. So we never.
But yeah, but it's like, dang, I still want to hear, like you said, give me some words of affirmation. Like, let me know you're proud of me for once. Or
yeah.
something.
So
say the shit.
And it's like everybody in the world can tell me all these affirmations, but I'm not hearing it from
where you want to hear from.
Where I want to hear it. Like, I guess I really want to hear it, like, from my dad.
Yeah, no, I get you 100%.
Like, because even like on things that I do, like, or like that I'll post on Facebook, like something good that happened. Dude, my dad does not post shit on my things. Like, he does not comment anything. But like my sister posts about something, or Diana, like my sister-in-law, will post about something. He's commenting on everything that they're doing. And I'm like, he never talks about me. Like, you know, he shares like my sister's stuff, my brother's stuff, but he never shares anything about me. So I'm like, what is up with that? Like,
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. It's like to the point where I'm like, you know what? I honestly just, well, not honestly, because obviously if I'm still talking about it, I do
Yeah, I was
care.
like, you don't care,
like,
but you care.
Yeah, like I don't want to care, but I do care.
Being raised like that definitely shapes a lot of who you are and your mindset of like where you are in life now. I'm sorry, my mic started tripping. It like cut in and out. But yeah, that living like that shapes a lot of your personality as a person. Because like I was saying earlier about the whole thing. What did I bring up? I think it was something about not support, but it was, I don't even remember what I said myself, honestly.
Dude, we've been having a good conversation.
What was it?
But the gist of it is, it just shapes who you are. Because, like,
well, you're the baby.
The thing about when y'all are like, oh, yeah, we want to hear Vontae's opinion. Like, so I'm used to my family not caring about what I have to say. So, me being raised, I'm in my mind, I'm like, my voice isn't that important. But for other people outside of that to tell me the opposite, I love to hear it, and it helps me feel like it's more important. But I'm still so conditioned to feeling like it's not that important. So, it's like this weird, like, like, thank you, but like I still feel like it's not, because the people that I want to know that is important to don't show you that, and you're just used to being in that weird bubble of like.
Yes, and you know what? And then another thing, like, my parents never had. So for me, their silence was their affirmation, I guess, if that makes sense. Because if I didn't hear anything, then I was okay.
You're good.
I was good. But when they had to talk to me, it was always a negative connotation to it. Like, oh, we're disappointed you did this. This isn't. I'm like, and so even like now, like my trainer at Camp Gladiator, like, he was like, hey, we're just trying to motivate you. And I'm like, no, because the fact that you're having to tell me something, because I was like the last one today, like he was trying to race, and I'm like, shit, like I'm not at the top of my game. So of course, like I was the last one. So again, that made me feel shitty. And growing up, like, you did have to be competitive, but I was like at the top of I was in tip top shape. And so being last, like he's like, we're just trying to give you that encouragement. I'm like, no, you're giving me that encouragement because I'm fucking last, and that means I have something I need to work on. And
so it feels like petty.
Yeah, it's like pity.
Oh yeah,
not petty.
My
Yeah,
bad.
pity.
Yeah, pity.
And I'm like, no, just don't talk to me. Just no, because I already know. Because you don't need to correct me. I'm already correcting myself,
Yeah.
so I don't want to hear it out loud. If that makes sense.
Makes sense.
But that's what my parents did. Like they only spoke to me if something was wrong.
To criticize, it wasn't.
Yes. And so that's why I still can't take criticism very well. Like, as a teacher, you get observations, and especially like this is like my first quote unquote like official year. And so I had a field supervisor, and she observed me like 6 times this year. And then of course I get my one from my principal. And like they have to talk to me about the criticism, and again my anxiety comes up because I'm like, fuck. Like if they have to tell me something, like, no, like I gotta fix it, So I still take criticism like really. I'm learning to be. I'm like, okay, they're not trying to be mean. They're just trying to help me. So I have to remember, like, they are trying to help me, and that's what they say too. Like, don't be nervous. We're just here to help you. And I'm like, I know, but like I should be perfect already because I went through, all these things. But that's another thing too, like that I learned in the behavior unit, and even just in general, like it's called Q-tip. Quit. Like it's a acronym, Q-tip. Quit taking it personally, because you can't take anything personally. So I'm trying, but it's like when it comes to like my professional life in terms of like observations, I'm like, ugh. I'm still learning to not take it personally. But if you call me, shut up, you fucking bitch, and like blah blah, blah, like okay, go on. Because that's just it's just noise.
Yeah, just words.
Yeah, I learned to just, dude, it's wild up here in elementary school. Wow.
No, I can get a lot of where that comes from though, because I can relate to that a lot.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just a work in progress.
I can't relate, so I can't put any input in this, just because like that's deep, and I don't think I've ever.
Bro, and it'd be like little shit. Like,
But I guess you can understand because you know my parents.
Yes,
yeah, because you're like, dude, I can see that.
Yeah, I can definitely understand, but I guess you guys were going on, and I was like, I'm just gonna let it because I don't have any stories, like anything to relate to it. Like I do, which is good. Honestly,
Yeah,
bro.
it's good. Yeah.
No, it's not good. I got a big head. I'm cocky. But no, yeah, like I get what you mean. Like I can understand how y'all feel. But I mean that's crazy. Like I've never experienced that.
It is, and it feels better knowing that like someone else,
and it's little shit
the same
too,
thing.
dude.
Yeah.
Like when my pops was still alive, there's times we'll go home and like, let's say my mom didn't make dinner or like she made just a little bit of food. Somehow they make sure my brother, who's 15 years older than me, they make sure he eats. Or like if they gotta go out, let's say we're going out to dinner, they're like, well, we gotta buy his food. They look at me and they're like, you got money? And I'm like, so you can go feed this grown ass man, but I gotta have money every time for myself. Yeah. And like, they're right. Like, well, we know we didn't gotta worry about you. You're more mature, you grown up, you have the money to pay for yourself. They're not wrong. But at the same time, damn, every time we go out to eat, like the first thing out of your mouth is who's paying for him, but then they're like, hey, you got your own ticket though, right? It's like, damn bro, like I'm the baby. What the fuck? You supposed to be paying for me.
I'm just a baby. Like, damn.
There ain't no dinner on the table. My dad's like, go to my brother. He's like, what you want to eat tonight? And then they just leave the house. I'm like, I guess I'm not fucking hungry.
Dude,
I guess I'm just on my own.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. Let me go get in the car and find what I want to go eat.
Already, since you're already buying for yourself, like, might as well just be in better company.
And it's like little stuff, but at the same time, it's like, come on, I'm watching my parents feed a grown ass man, and then they're like, yeah, go figure it out. Like, what?
Damn. I can't relate with
That's
because
one
my
of the
parents always took
examples
care of us. Which I'm like, how did y'all do that?
Yeah, it's like
How? That's 4 of us, and one of them, one has special needs, and you got twins, and then a toddler that's 18 months older. Like, god dang.
Yeah, I mean,
Life be crazy sometimes.
that's wild.
In this economy, I can't even imagine.
$8 fucking cereal.
For real.
That hurts to this day.
Not the Fruity
So-
Pebbles, bro.
Not the Dynamites.
Dynamites.
Is it Dino Bites or Dynamites?
Dynamites.
Not the fucking Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, yeah. All right, who inspires you? If you say yourself, you're gonna sound like me.
I know, and honestly, I don't have any I don't have anyone that I inspire to be, or like, I'm just trying to get through the day. I'm just trying to get through. Again, like, I guess I used to think a lot about the future and like plan for the future, but like y'all said, it's not always gonna work
Shit
out.
don't always go according to
Yeah,
plan.
but I do believe in like manifesting things. But again, it's at the moment. I'm not thinking about like, like when we put the offer on the house, I'm like, oh God, I can imagine this happening, and like we can make it work. And I was already talking and like, yeah, so we're gonna have to build a fence for our house. Like, I was already saying like our house. And shit, literally last night at 9:00, we got the phone call like, okay, they're gonna go with our offer. And I was like, oh shit, like I told y'all.
Yeah.
But then it's like, you don't want to speak it out to too many people, because then it's like,
Negative
but
energy get in
but-
the mix.
I just inspire to get through the day.
Do you have anything like music that uplift you, or is there anything that's like, all right, like I need something to get me up off my ass today?
Okay,
like,
so
what is that?
my favorite artist is, I love The Weeknd. I love Ariana Grande. I listen to a lot of heavy metal.
Okay.
And The Weeknd does not have a lot of uplifting, like you get in your feelings, or even like,
You sound kind of toxic right now.
dude, okay, so like I'm listening to this kind of music, but I just love his voice. I like his voice. I love the music. But it's like the music I listen to it's not like inspirational, besides like Float On and
Okay.
and Breathe. Oh, you know what does get me through the day every day? The Affirmation song by Snoop Dogg from Doggyland.
I've never heard
Dude,
this song.
Snoop Dogg has a children's. He writes children's songs
Yeah, I think
on YouTube.
Is it that video we
done
saw
it
that one
all,
time?
bro.
Yeah,
He's
is it
done
that
it all.
one video we
Affirmations
saw?
are a
Yeah,
positive
I think
statement.
I know exactly what she's talking about, bro.
We sing it every morning, and so I'm like, okay, yeah, there is no one better to be than myself. You know what?
Yeah.
Today is going to be an amazing day. My feelings do matter. I do care about others. I know my family loves me so much. Like shit like that.
Yeah.
Literally every single day. I have my
If
kids.
I had a song, it'd be "Love Yours" by J. Cole.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that is a go.
But that's like, man, I gotta be
Ain't
like
no life that's better
down
than yours.
to listen to that, like to bring out that.
See, but I can't think of like anything to like. There's nothing Oh, you know what? Listening to true crime podcasts, because it could be worse. I could be murdered by
Or
somebody.
murdering,
I
as
could
you
be.
learn, bro.
I could be stalked by someone,
you're not
and
wrong.
no, I'm thinking in terms of a victim. Like I could be a victim of some horrendous crime, and I'm
you're
not.
not wrong.
You know,
Yeah.
so I'm like, damn.
Yeah, some people don't even make it home. Some people, like their cold case.
Dude,
and stuff
honestly,
like that. Some people don't get answers. Like, it just sucks.
The time that we live in, with all these school shootings, I'm just grateful that I made it home.
Yeah.
But you bet your ass I have a plan to defend me and my students.
Yeah, just hit me up. I'll be there.
Dude, and you're right. You're right.
Bro, I'll fucking fly anywhere, bro.
City truck.
I'll tell the cops to move out my way and be like,
I'm
what
with
are
the
we
city.
doing?
I'm with the city.
Dude, I got a Louisville Slugger. I got a hammer.
Louisville Slugger?
Yeah.
Wood?
Yeah.
It's knocking out some teeth.
I'm knocking out something.
Aim for the head.
Aiming for it. Yeah.
So then what would be the best piece of advice you've ever received, or something that you just like when you're down, you can think about?
I'm gonna go back to Modest Mouse with Float On. Just float on. You're gonna get through it. It seems like the end of the world, but you're gonna get through it. I mean, like as a teenager, I was super angsty. I literally Simple Plan lyrics were written on my wall. Welcome to my life. Perfect. Those two songs, I was so angsty. But I can't even tell you why. I don't remember like what made me so upset that I'm like, actually perfect is great. Like, damn, sorry I can't be perfect. Sorry I'm not the damn softball star. Sorry I'm not a straight A student, you know, because I had to work really hard in school to make it, you know. I mean, it took me forever to get through damn Northlake because of fucking math.
Oof.
I had to go through like developmental math and go through all of that. So it took me forever, but things just didn't come as easy to me as it did to like my sister or even like Gabriel. Gabriel was great at math. I'm like, how the hell? I'm great at like English, social studies, reading.
Usually that's how it works.
Yeah.
So either you're good at math and science, or you're good in English and like social studies and geography. What do we take? World history and all that shit.
Yeah, geography. Oh, that was such a fun class, geography, freshman year with Mr. Grayson.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember? Did you have him?
Yeah, I did.
And his wife was like the other teacher there too.
What?
Yes. Miss
Shout out Mr. Grayson, best teacher.
Dude, for real.
I don't even know.
Oh, we used to clown him so because he was like back in Nam, and then we were like, oh, okay, so back in Nam, we didn't have no homework, Mr. Grayson. And he's like, y'all gonna let that go, please? Nah, back in Nam, we were just talking about Nam, back in Nam, because it just that one phrase he said, and we didn't let him let it go.
Damn.
But he was so cool. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Grayson because he made geography really fun.
I was busy falling in love in that class.
You were falling in love with that class?
But like in that class. But like 3 different girls. It doesn't matter. It's high school.
Oh.
You fall in love with
I was
everybody.
like, falling in love or falling asleep?
Nah. You fall in love with everybody in high school.
Back in your dog days.
I was not Anyway.
Anyways, moving on.
Whose face do you see when you hear the word love?
I don't see faces. I see colors.
What color is love?
I see colors. I see like reds, blues, like purples, and like I just see a mixture of colors. So I don't see a specific face, but I do see colors. And but it's not like I can't look at a person and be like, you're purple or you're blue. Like I'm not saying I see that, but when I think of love, I don't know why I think of colors and like roses.
Do you know what color your birthstone is? I know this is a side question.
It's blue, isn't it?
Tranquility. Don't know.
Oh,
Is it
wait,
blue?
what? I was like, is that a color?
Oh, are you really want me to find out?
Low key.
No.
Birthstone. It's a month, right? It
Yeah.
goes by month.
Yeah, but
Is
it
December
depends.
blue?
It depends because
Mine is definitely purple.
It changes.
No way.
I was like, it's kind of funny she said
Is
purple
it-
and blue because mine is actually purple.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you?
Mine is Amethyst.
Are you
I was born in February.
February. Okay. I was like, what's June? June, because my brother Joey was born in June, and he has a purple. I don't know what kind it is though. Mine's topaz.
Oh wow! Look at me. I'm starting to believe in rocks now.
What is it? Is it blue?
It's turquoise.
That's blue.
It's bluish. That's a shade
That's
of blue.
blue.
It's close enough.
It says the spiritual meaning of turquoise is connected to the heavens and the earth and help you connect with the spiritual world.
Ooh, what does topaz say?
Who? That's a guy from Super Mario, right?
Wait, topaz or
Oh, Topaz AZ.
So you see ores?
no?
No.
I just see. I don't know.
Whoa,
This
this is Topaz.
Yeah, it's like baby blue.
No, nope, that's not it. Because I'm in November. Mine's orange. I don't remember what the.
Oh, yeah,
I don't remember what the. I thought it was topaz. Fuck. Citrine? No.
It is yellow topaz.
Oh, okay.
it
So
is.
like, yeah,
So it is topaz.
yellow
it's just
topaz.
a different
Yeah.
color. Okay.
I used to think that was so ugly, but now I'm like, I love the fall. Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like fall.
Yeah, because,
Is that golden hour color?
technically you were born in the fall. Because the first day of winter is not till
How dare
December
you.
21st.
Don't ever disrespect me like that.
Technically, winter solstice did not happen yet.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, but then it's like I'll dig in deeper. I'm like, yeah, obviously, like I love Cameron, I love Bunky. Like Bunky is my soulmate, dude.
It says,
I don't know why I mesh well with Geminis. Bunky and Cameron are both Geminis.
Interesting.
You know what's crazy? I looked up topaz, and then the meaning of it is the lamest meaning ever. It says it's the meaning of representing Thanksgiving.
Bro, fuck Thanksgiving, man.
I was like, what kind of meaning is that? Here,
There's no way.
It says,
I don't understand that.
Yellow is.
I don't believe in Thanksgiving.
Let me see. Okay. Oh, here's the spiritual meaning. My bad. There's two different. I guess I didn't know. Increases faith and optimism, inspiring confidence and pride without inflaming the ego. That's what it does spiritually. You need to wear some yellow topaz.
I do. I was like, dang, I need that confidence.
We'll take you to Earthbound.
Hey, I love Earthbound. I actually have a tote bag from Earthbound in
It's
the
a
car
video
right now.
game. Wait, you're talking about the store in the mall. I'm sorry.
It's a video game, dude. No.
Is it called Earthbound?
Yeah, Ness. Isn't that
Oh,
Earthbound?
I don't know.
But yeah,
Yeah, the benefits of wearing it is it gives peace and tranquility to the mind, and it is known for bringing happiness.
I need it.
It's
I
Earthbound.
need it.
Or hit up our girl. Hit up our girl Natalie. Hit a craft shop. She got you.
Oh yeah,
she take care of you.
Matthew's girlfriend has a craft
She
shop.
take good care
Oh,
of
she
you.
does. I remember I for some reason I needed safety pins. And my mom was like, go next door. And I was like, do y'all have safety pins? And Matthew's girlfriend was there. And she was like, yeah, how many do you need? And I was like, oh, sweet, thank you. I don't even remember why we needed the safety pins, but
That's so funny.
heck yeah, I need that.
That's crazy.
I need to
so now I
manifest
know
it.
that that's so weird. I have a
I think
love-hate relationship with that.
Amethyst is all about psychic.
And
intuition
that's how you
stuff
pronounce
that.
it?
Amethyst?
Wow. Wow.
How?
Amethyst or Amethyst, one of those.
Yeah,
Something
because
like that.
when you read a book, you're like, okay, is that how you pronounce it? Even like, there's another one. It's Onyx.
Amethyst.
Onyx?
Is that what you said? I don't even know if that's what you spelled.
Onyx.
Onyx.
I can.
I think so.
Is that how you? Is that how you
think
pronounce
that's how you
it?
say
That's how you say it.
Onyx. Yeah.
Like the Pokemon.
I hope I spelled it right. I felt like it.
And Amethyst with an A, and it's purple.
I think that sounds freaking rad.
That
got the
that
best one.
Real cool.
Yeah.
The spiritual meaning is there's a simple peace and unification. That's it.
And that's the goal.
And there's side effects to this stone, by the way: acne, dizziness, nausea, breast pain, and water retention.
What?
And abnormal bloating. So be careful with that
experienced any of that.
Dude, that sounds like a period. What
no,
the hell?
like if you have the stone. This is
I
what
have-
these are your side effects.
I used to have one. I don't know what happened to it.
You can get
Yeah.
side effects from a stone.
If they're uncharged
says
or
you
they're,
should
they're
avoid-
not cleansed with
Yeah, it
like
says
negative energy.
you should avoid them because of the acid and
if you
fluoride.
get the whole
The
stone
fluoride
thing,
and
there's
out-
like a
yeah,
whole recharging and cleansing and like you
Oh
can't.
no, this is
overuse
just
them
like
or-
if you find it in the wild, like
Oh.
in a cave. Don't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't mess with it. Then how do they harvest it? I guess they just say of it.
That's probably why they roll it around and like get all the dust and all the chemicals.
I don't
'Cause
know how-
Do they
apparently it
charge the
releases-
water with
it
the
releases
moon?
I
chemicals.
don't know how to clean
What?
or clean stones though.
Yeah, you've never heard.
They probably do something.
You
with
never heard of?
moon and rituals.
Yeah,
and
you
I
like
wouldn't
get
be surprised.
a bowl of water and you put it outside, and the moon is. It's like moon waters.
Isn't that
the
how
moon.
in Avatar his girlfriend became a fish?
Next question. That is has. My boy Sokka.
You gotta get on Witch Talk to like get into that.
I don't. I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah.
Dude, have y'all ever? Are y'all on TikTok or like not on
No.
it? But do you?
Hell no.
Do you have it?
Hell no.
Don't get in it.
We're worship it every day.
It's just because it's like one day you're vibing with whatever side of the talk you're on, and then somehow you're
Side
on
of
your
the top.
FBI
yeah.
agent.
So, no, then you're like on something completely different. Like,
My Instagram bad enough. That's already
do
too
you
much.
look at the reels?
Sometimes.
Okay, I was like, that's basically
It's exactly
it's the same thing.
It's just
Like,
Instagram gets everything, I think, late.
Like,
yeah, because Cameron will show me a reel, and I'm like, I already saw that on
that, yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah, I get that all
I
the
lit
time
and
from
I'll
my
be like, I
friends.
literally sent that shit to you, and you didn't open it. So
You
That's how
open,
you know.
open
That's
my,
how you know.
open my talks, open them. Babe, you need to open my TikToks when I send them to you because I thought
That's
of you.
funny because my cousin Eric will send me stuff, and then I'll send him something back, and he'll be like, "I sent you that." And I'd
That
be
means
like,
you weren't looking.
Don't press me, all right? Like, why are you
Eric, he take it
mad?
personal, bro. He take it very
Please,
personal.
calm down. He does. He takes it very personal, which is funny.
I'll send him funny stuff, and it'd be like on like the dirty adult joke side, and he just always sends me back like cochino, or he sends me the
Grow
hit
up.
you with the horny stick one. I'm like, bro, come on, like you know this was funny.
Yeah.
I always say,
He
grow
always,
up.
He always sends me the meme of the fucking thing holding the chancla. I'm like, bro,
Oh.
like bro,
Come on, man.
Yeah, he'll send me.
Let me
some
cook,
stuff,
bro.
and
Let me
then he
cook.
won't- I don't know. He's all over the place. He's fun. But now you know your birthstone and to stay away from it.
disagree. I ain't never had no problems.
Those are FAX.
He knows
bro.
how to handle his rocks.
Those are facts. FAX.
Wikipedia facts. Not just playing.
But no,
I'm just playing.
SFO believes everything he reads on the internet.
I have to. Because
know.
who else is gonna tell me?
Damn, he has a point there.
I've had cancer for like 10 years now, dude. Google told me. I was like, my head hurts and my stomach at the same time.
You got a brain tumor?
Cancer.
Damn.
Yep, it's a tumor.
Self-diagnosed, bro.
It's a tumor.
Damn.
Damn.
It's a tumor. My back hurts. I'm pregnant? Damn. What you mean?
5 months? What? I have no signs. I wasn't showing.
Imagine.
No wonder I was craving. I don't
Cookies
know,
and ice
whatever thing.
I hear they might make a Baja Blast ice cream.
No.
I love Baja Blast. I'm not down
Don't-
for that one. I don't know.
Don't
bro.
add milk to that.
I put everything in my veins. It's Mountain Dew. Sadly. It's one of my defects. I didn't come out right.
That's one of your red flags. Are you a
For
Mountain Dew
somebody
man?
else, yeah. I think
You're a Mountain Dew man.
they're just, yeah.
It's delicious.
Sadly. Like, it's just like, it's not good for you.
It tastes
but,
like you drinking liquid battery acid, but it's great.
But you know what's funny? You know what? Let's not get into this. I'm just going to say it. I hate horoscope shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if a girl's into that shit, I love it. Like, it's crazy. It's weird. Yeah.
Fake
Opposite.
ass bitch.
Opposite
He just
of,
let out a secret right now.
Yeah.
It's like opposites attract type shit. Like, you being so
You say,
stupid
damn,
right
baby.
now. And I'm just
Damn,
I
baby,
love
you reading
it.
them fortune cookies.
I love how stupid you're being because you believe in this
Say,
shit.
damn, baby, read that fortune cookie again.
I'm so
Right?
turned on right now.
I'd be like, what do those rocks do again?
Hey,
Stupid.
no.
Let's go to Earthbound.
What's your rising moon and your setting sun and what's in
Look, I'm gonna need y'all side
retrograde?
roasting.
My milkshake's vanilla. And it brings all the boys to the yard.
And they're like, it's better than yours.
Right? But yeah, no, I don't know that stuff. I just know, I remember somebody asking me, and I was like, I don't know.
I know mine.
Of
Like,
course
you know
do.
what zodiac you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
know,
too.
like,
Yeah.
I know that. I know my
I thought they were
rising.
horoscopes.
and my
Oh,
fallen too.
What are
see,
horoscopes?
I figured that out one day and I
Horoscope
forgot.
to me is literally like a fortune cookie. It's like,
What,
oh,
then
you're,
what is a zodiac?
Zodiac is like you're born in December, so this is the star you're born under type thing. So it's supposed to be like most people's personality,
Yeah.
But the stars are always there. In the
but they
same
move around
location.
and
The
shit
Earth
or whatever.
moves.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying. When you were born, this is the
But honestly-
constellation or the star or whatever.
This might be a hot take, but I feel like horoscopes are kind of the same. Like,
And zodiacs, to me, it's the exact
no.
It's like a fortune cookie.
No, I feel like a horoscope is kind of the same. Like when you go to church and then like the preacher is talking about something, you go there and you make connections to it.
Yeah.
You know, so like if you're reading your horoscope, like, oh shit, yeah, you make connections, so that's why you relate to it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, so
Yeah,
because
yeah.
a lot of people, you go to church.
They're like, you're a bag of terriers, and today's in the stars that you're going to get the bag. And then a
I get
bag
the
of terriers
bag.
And then
wake
at,
up
and then
they're
at
like,
church,
"Hell I'm
yeah,
getting the
or
bag
if
today.
you're
My
at church, you're
horoscope's right."
listening.
Like, no, that's
Yeah.
not.
I get what you mean.
You know? Do you know what I mean? Like, not that.
Or like, when the pastor's like,
Oh,
they start
so
preaching.
it's
they're
actually
like,
it's
we know
actually
you
the same
struggling
thing.
with bills.
Yeah.
That God's gonna make a way.
It's like, damn,
no
you're
shit,
right.
everybody's
It's
Yeah.
struggling with
actually
bills.
it's actually the same thing. So an astrology map of the planets and zodiac signs is called horoscope. So it's the actual map that they created to read the zodiac signs is a horoscope. So it's the exact same thing.
Were we in disagreement with that?
What? This is FAX,
No.
bro. This is
I don't
fact.
think we.
No, not
I don't think
really.
we. I don't think we disagreed.
They just approach them differently.
Yeah.
Like how they talk about it.
Oh, are you saying it's now a different thing?
No, like that's right, but the way that
Yeah.
they deliver the information is different, I guess.
Yeah, like yeah, like I feel like when
I
you're
don't think
referring,
you understand what this is saying, or maybe I don't understand what this is saying.
We're all
The
lost
way
here.
I'm seeing this is that this is the telescope that had them read the stars. As in, it was literally
It's
a
like the
map
chart they made,
constructed.
yeah.
It literally looks like this.
'Cause, like,
it has nothing to do
You
with.
remember like MySpace or Facebook? They'd be like daily horoscope, and it'd be like some random fortune cookie ass
Yeah.
fact right
you
there.
can't trust them.
I know. That's what I'm like. That's why I say
They
horoscopes to
told
me are
me
like
I'll
fortune
find
cookies.
love today. You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
found?
saying.
I found
Not a damn
disappointment
thing.
that day.
I found love, but it wasn't the way you thought. Well, because you make connections to it. Like
Yeah,
you read
so-
it and you'll make a connection to
Yeah.
It
it.
says a
Which is
horoscope.
bad because like you shouldn't try to search for
Yes.
the answers in that because then you're just gonna be walking around
Exactly.
like looking crazy.
Yeah.
My
uses-
horoscope said I
so-
had love
yeah.
around the corner.
So
Where
the
is it?
horoscope, the horoscope is
Which
what people
corner?
use to determine the zodiac sign of your birthday.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like a tool or something, or a way of. But now it's different. Like you're saying that now it's two separate things. One of them gives you advice, and the other one tells you how you are.
Well,
Basically.
yeah. Like I
Ba-
feel like
in-
your
in a
zodiac
nutshell,
tells you
yeah.
the personality,
Yeah.
and your horoscope is a daily like
Yeah.
fortune cookie. It's the forecast for the day, according to your
And then they
zodiac
go
sign.
from whole compatibility to all
Yeah,
that other shit.
because
like, because
it-
of this personality trait,
Yes.
you probably won't get along with this person. because of- It's just like the Chinese zodiac.
Yeah.
They say if you a dog, stay away from the dragon.
I think I'm a goat,
I get
dude,
what
in
you're
the Chinese
saying.
zodiac.
But this is saying none of that. This is saying
Again,
it's literally just a chart identifying what you are.
But I
Yeah.
haven't, I
But
haven't
no,
really
like
seen.
no definition. Just saying you are a sag. That's
Maybe horoscope's not the right term for the other stuff because
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing like back in when I was on Facebook like daily horoscope and I was like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
But I don't really see that stuff like that no more, honestly.
I don't either. I only see like, oh, I'm a rising whatever. And like I see those three questions a lot. Like, oh, especially like on Twitter. And they'll use pictures. They
Yeah.
won't use like
The,
a
like,
quote.
logo,
They'll use
yeah.
like, oh, this is your three things, whatever. And they're like, you get to pick them out or based off of what your thing is.
Because
But-
all about
Okay,
the
now I
time
see what
you
you're
were born
saying.
and stuff.
Okay, only one of these says, and I think this is what y'all are saying. It says a zodiac refers to the cosmic positions at the time of birth, while a horoscope is a prediction of your planetary diagram in particular time.
That's the shit that's like Mercury drinking Gatorade.
yeah.
Only one website said that out of the 5 that I checked. So
WebMD.
y'all
Nah,
tripping.
Maybe.
Like I'm a bagatarius. I get the bag every single day. If you hit me up, I'm getting the bag. All right, that's what I know. Not really. I'm poor as fuck. These microphones
Aren't we
cost a
all?
lot.
I know. Hey, these are nice microphones. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
whoa.
We got this after COVID.
Yeah.
It
We have
cost 8 cereal boxes, maybe.
Shit, probably
Damn,
more than
it's
that.
expensive.
Might be 8 cereal boxes for
I'm telling
one.
you, bro, that's so sad. I can't believe they did us like that.
He's still on about the cereal,
I'm
guys.
hurt with him. The fuck, I'm paying $8
I'm letting the
for a box
listeners
of
know.
cereal.
They'll be like, what is he talking about? He's talking about the cereal.
I got 3. Like, y'all need to understand that I got 3 boxes of cereal for $20.
And it's the same amount of cereal. They wildin'.
They be wild.
Was it my
you can hear
squeak? Because I know I just squeaked.
They
Did
just,
you?
I was like,
They just like that. They just built like that. Do we do all the questions?
Yeah, we're good. Yo, nah.
no, I want to answer the destination one. I've been thinking about it.
Your most hated question?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Okay, the thing was, let me explain to you what happened here. We asked a question. I did not word it right. I messed up. Okay. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask
was it
you.
flowers? I told you. I just.
It's just funny that she called out the exact person. Like,
No, because he thought it was a good idea, but he wasn't. Nobody was answering it. The
I
way
understood what
wanted
he
to.
was talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, because I asked the question, but there was two, perspectives.
Yes.
Like, my idea was, where's your dream destination? But because I said the money,
Yeah, the way you worded it.
I wanted people's answer to be like mine because
Yeah.
I'm very important. But it didn't go that way. Everybody's like,
I know. I
well,
was like,
my
God damn,
family-
Isabel.
Well, my family, and I'm like, no. Where do you want to go? What is your dream destination? You could be there for a week. Who are you taking?
Who am I taking? Okay. Where I'm going to Switzerland
okay, why?
because it's nothing but nature. I love the mountains. I love nature, which is why I love that my in-laws bought land in Colorado. But also there's not a ton of people there. So I've been to France. Me and Cameron went to France and we spent 2 weeks there.
How was it? Because I hear a lot of
It was
bad, but good.
Well, at the time, it was a year after like the recent terrorist attack happened in Nice, where all those people got run over, and so and then a bombing. There was a lot of stuff that happened in France.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yes, and so when we went, in Nice, where the sidewalk used to be, now there's I don't know what you would call them, like the poles, like the cement poles to protect people walking on the sidewalk, so there's a barrier.
That was there when you were there?
That was there when I was there and we were there. And my anxiety, like, I feel like my anxiety really manifested on that trip because it just made me really weary of people. Because everywhere you went throughout France, beware of pickpockets.
Pickpockets. Okay.
Pickpockets. Yeah. And like Madame Moore. You remember Madame Moore? Mm-hmm. We went with her to France, and we were chaperones because she was teaching in another district. So she asked us if we wanted to chaperone, and we're like, shoot, sure. We didn't even have to watch anybody, but she was like, don't talk to anyone. If someone on the street tries talking, you just ignore them. Don't even say anything.
Bad?
Yeah, because they'll try to talk to you, get you into talking, and then they'll finesse their way, like more subtly,
Yeah.
Here in America.
But just like the fact that they're like, everyone here has bad intention. Do not talk to anybody. Like, that's just wild to me.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. And especially when, we started in the south of France, made our way up north. So, we did go to Monte Carlo. I know. Sorry, Monaco, not Monte Carlo.
Oh, Monaco.
We went to Monaco. Someone on here was talking about, like, they want to go to Monaco. And I'm like, I've been there.
Did someone say that?
Yeah, the race car guy.
Omar.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'll be forgetting.
It's been a while.
Go to Monaco. It's really nice. And you do see the track there. It's so cool. It's like, it's a street, but this is the track like that they use for that.
Yeah.
Oh, like actual, like you walk across it and stuff?
Yeah, it's a street.
Oh, wow.
And when that race happens, they shut down because Monaco, it's its own little city.
Yeah.
It's its own thing. And so they shut it down and they're driving on the road. Like they're racing there.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. That was a really cool experience.
Yeah, that is pretty
Because Cameron is big in racing, so he was like, "This is where they race," and I was like, "Oh, we should have took more pictures."
That's so cool.
Because I was trying to find that, we made our way up north, especially when we got to Paris. We went to Versailles. The Palace of Versailles was freaking amazing, but it was so packed. And I was so like, oh my God, like, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Where's my passport?
That, man.
And it was just, I get anxiety anyways with a large group of people anyway.
So it's just like double.
And I don't like feeling like I'm in the way. And so I'm like, oh, sorry. I was like, where do I go? Like, I want to get out. Like, I want to go back into the gardens. Because, we saw like the Hall of Mirrors. Everything was so beautiful. But
So
my
many
anxiety,
people.
like, I was like, oh my God, someone's going to steal from me when I'm not expecting it. Or, or I'm going to get separated from the group and I'm not going to find my way. Because it's huge, just things like that. Especially when we got into Paris and we went to the Louvre and we went to Notre Dame and we did all that. I remember we were walking from Notre Dame after we saw the church before it like burned. So we got to see that before.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. We were like going out to dinner and while we were walking, all these military dudes just start fucking booking it. And they're like, move. And we're like, oh my God, shit, like, what's happening? Like, oh my, no. Because that's scary. You're away from your family.
Yeah,
You're in a different country. There's a language barrier. And then these military dudes just start running towards you. You're like, oh my God, what's happening? So I want to go somewhere where there's not as many people. It's more nature-based, not city. I mean, the city was great. We only spent like 2 days there. You could have spent more, like just exploring the city.
Yeah.
But again,
It's
all
dangerous.
the people that are trying to sell things to you, even when New Orleans. Did you see those monk people that were trying to give you bracelets? You didn't see them around, like bourbon and stuff?
Monk people?
Yeah, like they were dressed like monks in like orange. But they were selling those bracelets.
No, I didn't see
They were
that.
selling bracelets, but they were like trying to give it to you, like, oh, for free. No, you need to pay us, blah, blah, blah. And then they
Yeah.
wouldn't accept it back. So like that's how they con you into like buying it.
That's how they do it.
They try
in,
to force it on you.
Yeah,
And-
when I was in New Orleans, some dude was like on a scooter with a boa. He
Yeah.
would be like, "Oh, you want it? You want to use it? Or you want to put it on your neck?" And then he'll put it on your neck, and you'll take a picture, and then
$20.
it'll be like $20.
Mm-hmm.
I think he tried to get somebody, and I was like,
I was
"Nah,
mad and kept
don't
walking.
fucking pay him."
Yeah.
And then we just walked off.
Yeah.
Cause like he's not gonna chase us down. Like it's not worth his time.
Yeah.
But like it was like you can't do that. Like don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But shit like that gives me anxiety. Like, cause I'm such a
Cause you don't
people
want to be in
pleaser.
the way. Yeah.
I don't want to be in the way, but I'm also a people pleaser. Like, I want to make you, like, I got conned into buying a damn straightener at the mall. Cause I was like, oh, that is really nice. Yeah, it is $30. Oh, okay. Thank you. I was like, cause they're working. Cause then I empathize. I'm like, damn, they're just trying to work. They're just trying to make money too. I'm like, but damn, I just lost my money.
Con artist.
Yes. And
Anytime
see,
they do that, I'll be like, "You talking to a broke bitch? I'm sorry."
yeah.
Yeah, I hand it back to you with no remorse. Walk the fuck off.
You see, and me, I'm like, oh, sorry. Like, okay. So I've learned, like, no
Yeah.
is a complete sentence.
Away. Yep.
I don't need to explain myself. That's it. No.
Yeah, and you don't need to explain yourself to nobody.
You know?
But that's crazy that France is like that.
I never would have thought.
Yeah,
I've
especially
heard a lot of bad things
when
about
you're
it. Like, a
when you're
lot.
by the Eiffel Tower. Oh,
It's
yeah.
probably because it's so touristy in
Very,
those areas too. So
yeah.
they know. They're like, hey, these are the people we're going to finesse and fool. And these
Yeah.
people are coming over here with money. So let's.
Yeah, so like I would want to go to Switzerland where you're in the mountains and it's not touristy like that because people who go up there are rich,
Yeah. Like they already.
But like small, like German, even like a German town, like where there's castles, like that's my. If you said I had a
would be
week,
cool.
right? You said I have a week. My week, I would go do like a little tour
Like
of
a backpacking tour?
not backpacking because I don't want to be in hostels and shit. But I definitely would like do like 1 or 2 days in the Swiss Alps or just in Switzerland in general.
Like just explore.
2 days in Germany, like in
That's so crazy.
so like that. Like I don't want to stay in one place.
That makes sense.
I want to explore
A region.
that part of Europe because it looks so beautiful and like that you're over here like in the sound of music and shit like just
Just
you know?
living life. Yes.
Yeah, like you're in the field of flowers, like with the
But that's
mountains
crazy.
surrounding you, you know, with no people.
Because I feel like, I guess when you went to Cancun,
Oh, it was bad. Like the markets and stuff, bro. Like everybody
but
tries to
that's
stop
because
you.
that's when you go to the
Mm-hmm.
market. But like
Yeah.
when you're at the mall, like
Nah, nobody said
everyone's minding
nothing.
their
Yeah,
fucking
everybody
business.
minded
They
business.
don't tell you
nah.
to like pickpocketers are coming or nothing
Nah.
like that. So
They're just chilling.
Dude, there's visual signs everywhere.
that's the crazy thing is like that's Paris, bro.
Yeah.
You think they would like
Especially in the Louvre, like everywhere. Beware of pickpockets.
that's
I don't even think people in America pickpocket. I don't think anybody has
And it's
the
in, like,
balls
4 different
to try
languages,
to like
too.
walk up to you and
that's
just
wild.
dig
Because like
in
I
your
said,
pockets.
you went to Cancun and you ain't from there. You don't even speak
Nah,
Spanish.
bro. They,
So
treat,
like,
they treat me like I was a celebrity. A black man with dreads. They
Yeah.
thought I was a rapper or something.
but that's what I'm saying is like if some place like Cancun, which of course isn't as much income in the city as there is in France,
yeah.
and France is like warning you.
Yeah, that's true.
kinda,
That's
like,
bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would just have never expected it.
Yeah.
Nah.
To me, going to France would have been like going to Chicago, but not like like there's a lot of stuff to see. Really nice city, real big.
Yeah.
And of course, language barrier. But I would have never thought that they're like, "Yo, keep your stuff
Dude.
close. Don't talk to nobody." Like, that's crazy.
Dude, even on the metro, like Cameron proposed to me in Paris.
Oh yeah.
And my French teacher was like, put your ring and turn it upside down
So they can't see the.
so they can't see.
Yeah.
She's like, or take it off and put it in your pocket while we're on the metro. And I was like, dang, like really? I even asked her that. I was like, is it really that? She's like, it can be. And then
think-
she would tell like the students, like, make sure if you're gonna wear your backpack, put it in the front.
Yeah, so you can see the zippers. Do you
Yeah.
think people
Anybody
get,
get pickpocketed?
Do you think people get mugged over there? Or is it just like pickpockets?
I feel like they're more stealthy with it.
Okay.
Especially because there was like performers on the metro too, and she's like, don't look at them, because if you look
They're
at them, they're gonna
distraction.
want you to pay.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
Man,
Like,
what
welcome
the
to
hell?
America, where they sit on the corner and play a guitar and you just keep walking.
yeah,
But it's crazy that they're like forceful about
Yeah,
it.
like, hey, pay me. I entertain
Because like I
you.
said, like in a low income place like Cancun, when I go, because that place is like nowhere close to like how it is here. Like every time I go to Cancun, it makes me realize like I have everything and more that I would have ever wanted
Yeah.
here. And not saying that they're poor, but like people over there are happy with what they have.
Yes.
And I'm over here like, where's my Tesla? You know what I mean? So it's like I thought that a place that I thought would get a lot of
Be
money
wealthy,
because
yeah.
the tour, like France, is like worse.
yeah. Seeing that's why I was like, the culture shock. Like,
Yeah.
they're warning tourists, like, beware of the pickpockets in our city. You know.
And that was just in Paris.
That was mostly just in Paris, but like Versailles for sure had all those signs up too.
So like all the major places.
Yeah,
Like
but I
Monaco?
think
No, right?
yeah, Monaco no. We didn't like stop at. We just like walked around like that. You know, that road where it's a track in the road, you know, for
Yeah.
that race. And I think they were wanting to go to like a casino, but some of the kids weren't old enough to go, so we just walked around. But yeah, like in the south, no, it wasn't like that at all. It was mostly just in Paris. Even like Normandy, there was nothing like that. Normandy was really humbling experience.
What about the food, though?
Okay, the food.
Don't tell me it's like New Orleans. I've never been so disappointed in my life
What?
until I went
freaking
to New
love
Orleans.
the food in New Orleans.
They don't like seafood, though.
No, I
Oh.
love seafood.
Really?
Yes, that's all I eat if I can. But I'm telling you, we went to one of the top 5 restaurants in one of these shows that we were watching, because we were watching a lot of Master Chef and a lot of Gordon Ramsay stuff and just like top 10s and Bar Rescue. Like we're watching all this stuff.
Oh yeah, there was
And
one
we
on
went to one of the
bars,
top
too.
5 places to eat. And when I'm telling you, it was the nastiest.
What did you order?
We ordered a bunch of stuff. So
Oh,
we got
okay.
like a bunch of like
To
seafood,
like sample.
nuggets.
Okay.
And I was like, nobody wants to get the burger, so I'll get a burger. And like we like shared it. And when I'm telling you, that burger was so shitty, and the seafood had no seasoning whatsoever. Like it was like missing so much. Like
Yeah.
our best meal was when we went to a gas station, like not a gas station, but it was kind of like stop and get, like a really small, like it's
Little
like
hole in the wall?
yeah, a little hole in the wall, like in the middle of all these messed up houses. Like I'm telling you, like no windows, like boarded up type shit. And we went there, and that seafood was pretty decent. Like I'll give it like a 7. Other than that, it was the worst. Like I got a po' boy sandwich, because how you gonna do wrong on shrimp? Both
Yeah.
po'
Yeah.
boys are delicious. The po' boy here at Wings 88 was 10 times better than the po' boy I had in Louisiana. And we were eating in a restaurant that had 2 Ford GT stacked on each other. Like I'm telling you, like luxury cars everywhere, really nice. I mean, everybody was super nice, super humble, but that food was like, it was not it. It was just not good, like, to me. And
That's
I was super disappointed. The best thing I had was pizza.
I love how y'all say pizza.
Why?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza?
How are we supposed to say it?
Like,
Pizza.
Like there's a T, but it's not a T.
It's like there's
Pizza.
a K in it. Pizza.
Pizza?
Pizza? Pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza?
I don't know.
Pizzazz.
That's
No, but the food in France. Well, we were on it's called EF tours, so it's educational first or something like that. And so all of our meals were paid for except for lunch, I think. So the food, it was already pre-ordered for our group.
Yeah.
You know. And so I think they based it off of, because we're Americans and we like potatoes and meat. That's pretty much all they gave us, or like pasta.
Yeah.
But so it was very bland. There was only one restaurant and one hotel out of the 2 weeks that we were there, or the 14 day or 12 days that we were there. Only a restaurant and a hotel had Tabasco sauce. If you know me personally, I freaking love hot sauce, and I can't eat food without some sort of spice in it. And so I was freaking miserable because the food was so bland. There was no flavoring. It was potatoes.
But when you did go to like restaurants outside of there, was it good?
So we would eat at because we didn't, me, again, my anxiety comes in forms of like different things. So like if I'm late, I'm like, oh my God, we're late. Even like, I'm like, Esfel, I promise I'm on the way. And like I stopped and it took longer, and I'm like, dang it. Cause for me, being on time is being like 30 to 15 minutes early.
Dang.
Early.
I be on I can't say the word, but I be on that time.
Yeah, he'd be on a different time.
Yeah. and I don't know if it's because of sports, because we used to get punished if we were late. And so I'm like, no, I can't be late. I'm not running. I'm telling you guys, I'm not a runner. Because, it's kind of like on, oh my God, that movie, the Giants. No, with Denzel. What's it called?
A football movie?
Yes.
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans,
That's a
not
good
the
movie.
Giants.
That's a good
But
movie.
but you remember when
Facing
he
the
says like, if you're on time, you're late.
Yeah.
And you're late, or no, if you're late, you're on or something like that along those lines. I felt that. So we would get like things that were easy. So there were some places that we got like crepes, which was pretty good. And like the pasta was really good. And in Normandy, I had literally the best fish and chips ever. And even we had McDonald's in the Louvre, because I thought it was funny, because my French teacher was like, we're in Paris, why are you getting McDonald's? For one, it's we know what it is.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to talk to somebody, we didn't have to order, like, because they like you for you to try to order in French, but then if they're like, you're butchering it, stop, we'll talk to you in English. But we got to order like through the little screen
Kiosk.
thing. So we just, the kiosk. So we just did that. Best fucking McDonald's. Like you could taste how fresh the chicken was.
You know what? That's crazy. 'cause
I
in
believe that
Mexico,
strongly.
If you get Little Caesars, it is the freshest cheese ever. Like, you can tell they put the little balls of cheese and it melted. And that's a Little Caesars.
Yeah, the mozzarella.
Freaking
Yeah,
wild.
the mozzarella. Yeah, literally, there's no preservatives in their food over there. So, like, I had a sandwich, and I was like, oh, okay, it looks like it has ham and cheese in it. Like, I'll just get that, because I'm kind of picky with some stuff. Nah, that shit had butter in it. Like, so instead of, like, a spread of mayonnaise or something, it's butter. And it was a thick thing of butter. And I was like, oh, my God, like, is this not... I didn't feel bloated. I wasn't bloated at all. Like, I was like, oh, this is actually really nice. Like, I understand, like, the thing. You know, so they spread things with butter instead of mayonnaise or mustard.
I think I'll try it. No.
Yeah, no, but like the food over there, it was just much. You didn't get those preservatives like you do
Yeah.
here. And
Yeah, that's how it is in Cancun.
so I did like
Everything's
that,
delicious.
but y'all need to work on your seasonings,
Man, we were
France.
getting quesadillas from around the corner. A little like somebody's like
Everything in
house, and them were
Mexico,
their
Cancun.
best fucking quesadillas,
by our
bro. Every
house.
morning, like
Over there, there's like literally you just walk down the street, and then you'll hit like literally a little main street, and there's like you can get burgers, tacos, anything you want, like pizza, everything all in that little street. Like everybody has their own little business.
Mm-hmm.
And I got one of the burgers over there because their burgers aren't like they are here.
Mm-hmm.
They
I believe
like
that.
cut sausage, a thick thing of bacon, and then ham, and then
Heck
a patty,
yeah.
and it's just like loaded, and I'm just like,
Oh, I like
Damn,
those with
that's
the
crazy.
ham
but
and the avocado.
that's crazy. So Switzerland. Huh?
damn, I want to go back to Cancun.
Switzerland.
Shit.
Yeah, I want to. I just, I want to go. My dream destination used to be Australia, but then I
They
found
got
out
big-ass
the big ass spider. Exactly, and I
They
have
got big-ass
arachnophobia
spiders.
bad. Well, I mean, I can kill like a tiny spider, or I'll be like, you go in your corner and eat the mosquitoes like you need to. But if it's big, if I can see it from across the room, the whole house is burning. Bye. I'm
That's the
out.
only way to get rid of them, bro.
I'm fighting.
Dude, that's why like
Hopefully
some of those video, like some of the TikToks like Australians will post, and it's like, oh, we got a friend over here. No,
I'm so bad, I
No.
won't even watch the video.
No.
Like you were saying,
if
bro.
they jump,
we watched us up for the snakes. I can't do that watching spider
Bro, you don't
videos, bro.
understand, bro. I can now put an anaconda in an ankle lock. Y'all don't understand. I'm ready.
They ain't got
I
ankles.
call bullshit on that.
But they don't got ankles.
Exactly.
They're wrapping your entire body.
And me too.
An
I'm wrapping
anaconda
them.
squeeze,
Right.
like Nacho Libre says.
Headlock.
I love you, Jack
Yeah,
Black.
I got
if you're listening.
arachnophobia too. I ain't doing it with the spiders.
Okay, no, la 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 la. I haven't seen it, and I every time I see a TikTok of like the song, I'm like, no, I want to hear it in
Best
the
song
movie
ever.
first.
I
It's
went to go see that
best song
movie.
ever.
I thought it was gonna bother me because their voice actors are just not like it is in video games. Wrong.
Amazing.
From the first 10 seconds, I completely forgot about what I was gonna be mad about.
It was
great.
good?
It was a really good
See,
movie. It was
okay, I can't. I
amazing.
want to see it, so I don't want to, because sometimes I'll hear a song on TikTok and then I will listen to the full version. I'm like, oh, it's just different. Like I want
Yeah,
to
it's like sped
experience.
up or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, like that Bloody Mary song by Lady Gaga. Like it's all sped up, and I actually listened to the real one, and it's so slow compared to like the sped up remix version of it. And I'm like, oh, I feel like I would have liked it more if I heard it first.
Yeah.
That
Because
makes
now
sense.
I'm like,
Without
it's
all the
really
edits.
it sounds like, I don't know
I
the
haven't heard
lyrics,
a
but
TikTok of that song edited. I think
it's mostly with the Wednesday
Jack Black one or
thing.
the
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Lady Gaga.
Peaches. Wait, what are we talking about?
Peaches.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like in TikTok, I've only heard the original. I haven't heard it sped up. Or
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Remixed or nothing like that. I've only heard like.
Because I don't want to associate that song with TikTok. I want to associate that song with the movie. You know what I'm saying?
that makes
Even
sense.
like Kill
Fucking
Bill. This
Oh,
is it?
Sia?
Yeah.
SZA?
Wait, is it
SZA?
SZA? No, it's SZA, right? No, Sia's a different person. SIA.
Yeah,
She's a
that's
different
two
lady.
different- yeah.
She's the chandelier lady.
It's a good song.
Does
Yeah.
she still make music? See, I have not heard anything from her. for a
I
long
think
time.
I remember last time I looked her up, she was like 40 something. And I was like, what?
Dang.
No, wait, when that song came out, like
Yeah.
she's like been out and
Okay.
like already made music.
She
and I was like,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh, I heard that song on TikTok. Like, oh, it's a song from TikTok.
It sounds like you need
and
the real TikTok.
you know, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so out of date But
See,
TikTok
but
helps
if you
me.
don't have a TikTok, these problems don't happen.
That's true. But I don't
But then
listen
you
to the
won't get good
radio.
music.
I don't listen to the radio because I hate the commercials.
Spotify, Apple Music.
I don't have Spotify, but I do have Apple Music. But I don't listen to
They
the
don't
radio
have-
on Apple.
They don't have playlists on like.
I
Apple
make my
Music?
own playlist on Apple Music, but they
sometimes
do
it-
have like, you know, if you want to do listen 2000s or 2010s, like they do have that. And I'll like you do that to
I
like.
know. I
spice
feel
it
like
up a bit.
Spotify's pretty good about introducing you to
They
new
mix
artists.
music very well.
because like you
It's
listen
crazy 'cause,
to.
yeah, you can make your own playlist on Spotify and then click it to where they'll add like 10 random songs or 5 random songs to your playlist. And then if you like it, you put it. If not, you just press the minus and it'll leave from
Yeah.
the playlist.
And they're pretty good at
Absolutely.
finding artists that are like very similar in genres. So like typically, if you like this, you'll probably like this artist too. And I feel like I've
That's
discovered
cool.
new music all the time.
That's how I
'cause of
found the
Spotify.
Last Dinosaur. I found that band and I was like, this is amazing. And I was like, who is this? And then my friend was like, oh yeah, I know the most of them all the time.
I was
And
like, that
it's
sounds like a
dang.
movie.
The last Littlefoot.
Land Before
Land
Time.
Before Time.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a different movie. I think it was called The Dinosaur though. I don't know.
The
It was
Good
super
Dinosaur?
old.
What is it called?
It was on VHS. It wasn't like it was never a DVD thing. It was like
Oh.
VHS. If you don't know what a VHS is, you're too young.
Oh man, we really gotta start thinking about that, bro.
Yeah, I know.
People
Sadly,
don't know what that is. Or CD players, like
the Walkman.
Dude, making CDs for your
CDs,
friends, yeah.
burning discs,
Mm-hmm.
You go buy a
LimeWire.
stack of them moods. Everybody computer had viruses.
Anyways,
Everybody's.
any last words or anything you want to say?
Any last words? Nah, just enjoy the little things.
It's a good one.
And if you feel like something is big right now, it's not. Like, I promise.
That's so crazy.
I promise it's not.
That's
Like, you will get through it. And it's okay to feel like that, but just make sure you get through it. Like, validate your feelings and then get through it. Don't just stay stuck in that situation. Or, like, in that whatever is giving you that mad anxiety. And breathe.
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 Just
Breathe.
stop
I
and
think
breathe.
that's the best.
Smell the roses and blow out the candles, right?
Yeah, like just go out to the wilderness, get on a hammock.
And
And
then, of
Smoke some
course,
Zao.
Our famous last question: pizza or hamburgers?
Jay, I haven't heard this one in a minute. You will be judged.
For me, it's pizza. I have to be in
Wonderful.
I have to be in the mood for
Like,
a burger.
What pizza though? What's your go-to
Dude,
pizza?
meat lovers, man.
Okay.
I
was
love
about to say Hawaiian.
meat
I was about to say
lovers.
cut it.
What's
No.
wrong with
No,
pineapples?
don't even start. Cut it.
Hey, no, I did try that, and I was like, oh, I like it. So I have tried pineapple.
You know what's funny?
And the
I tried
Hawaiian.
it and I was like, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
And then after that, I continued to just pick up the pineapples.
He's like, oh, not bad.
I was like, this is great. I'm not accepting it though. I just took it with me.
In his free time, he orders Hawaiian. He's like, nobody can see this.
But yeah, like, just thank you guys for having me.
Oh wow, yes. No, thank you for coming.
Yeah, no,
We
thank
haven't
you.
had-
This is a great interview. Thank you for being so personal and going in depth with a lot of your personal stuff.
Well, my name is Gabby, so I am talkative. It means talkative.
Oh, I
like,
was
oh,
like-
you
yeah, I was
like,
like, what the
you
fuck does that
gab.
gotta do with
Yeah,
anything?
like, oh, they're such a gabber, or they gab, like you're gabbing. That's talking, basically.
I have never thought about it,
Never.
but
Last
yeah, no,
Gabby I
thanks
knew,
for
I want to
coming
give her
on
a
though.
black
Like I
eye.
said, it's a season. We're on season 2 now, so it's been a wild ride.
Cool.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.